intro on and right now, actually. Yo, what's going on? You know what it is. It's your boy Mulu. I'm kicking it today with the homie, the Lego man himself. Jesse, say what's up, bro.
Yo.
I got my boy Barclay, the new guy.
Yo.
Don't fuck with him though. He's rocking some Mulu merch.
Right here.
The new guy.
And today we have our special guest. He's a great, talented artist coming from the Morgantown area. I've had the honor to do a song with him. I've had the honor to share stage with him. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the homeboy Wvlf Jones.
Clap 2 times. Y'all goofy.
Today's topic, it's wolf season. And make sure you go and follow the homie, man. We got questions for him. If you have questions for him, make sure you hit us up in the comments and ask away. And shout out to Metaphysical as always, because this show is sponsored by Metaphysical. So make sure you get yourself some Metaphysical for your energy needs. Actually, speaking of Metaphysical, we got Wolfie up in the chat already. He said, let's go. So just know that you got some love already in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and ask right now, man, Wvlf Jones, how did the name come about? Or like, shout out to people. Who is Wvlf Jones?
All right, so my first rap name ever was Herodotus Green. And I ended up going through like this crazy ass fucking phase where like I just had a decreased sense of self-worth. I had a decreased sense of acceptance. I felt like everything was kind of at odds with me. And so I began saying that I was bastardized by society and therefore a lone wolf. And that's when I went through that bastard wolf phase, etc.
Yeah.
I ended up dropping that because like I stopped wanting to project my self-image as being disconnected.
Okay.
Because ultimately that roots back to yourself. Like if you disconnected with your people, you probably disconnected, discombobulated, all that shit.
It's not always what Jay-Z said. If
so-
everyone's crazy, you're the one that's insane. Type of deal.
You don't want to give off like a I don't want to work with anybody type vibe.
Facts. And that's what I was on too for a second there. Like I was always trying to find people to network with, but
I feel like as an artist, it's essential to like, your journey. There's always a phase of you being like, nah, fuck all that. I don't need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta go through those phases. I think it helps with the growth.
and so,
Even
like,
just the studio, I did that.
and to this day, I have a very specific set of people that I chill with. Like I don't leave the house. Y'all know that. At least privately, personally, y'all know that I don't be doing jack shit.
Yeah.
You're talking.
From
I'm not a
Bastard
rapper.
Wolf, I chopped off Bastard and started going by Wolf. And then I turned it into an acronym where it's West Virginia's least fearless.
Okay.
Which that's actually, it used to be least favorable. Hash actually jumped on me about that. He said, bro, why would I want to buy or go to anything where it's like least favorable? He was like, say fearless. So I was like, all right, yeah. He was like, it takes a lot of lack of fear to do half the shit that you're doing.
Hell yeah.
And so I was like, all right. I hear you. Like I got like a group of folks that's like my chin checkers.
You need that though. It's good to have yourself some
so
people that
like
are gonna be like,
Hash,
hold up,
Gems,
bro.
I get my chin
Sarcastic,
checked a lot.
Eric Jordan, aka Monster Lung. I was trained and groomed by Sound Vision and Culture Audio.
Yeah.
And so
We always
without
love to
them-
shout out Culture and y'all on the show all the
Hell
time.
yeah!
so.
Shout out Hash.
I was about to say shout out to
Gems.
Hash because that's a real one to be like, hey man, like you're hard, you know what I mean? You don't want to fucking take away from that by it. It goes back to like that psychology and branding type of deal. Like,
Literally,
would you
which
be
is-
sharing to the shit?
which is ironic because I literally help people out at this point with getting their brands together. So
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's a moment I should have paid a little bit more attention. I might fuck around and change the merchandise that I made to least fearless instead of least favorable.
That's tough. You gotta do both. Yeah, it's collections.
And then Jones, like I'm Jones,
Right.
so it just kind of came naturally. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just be more myself.
I like it. It's
A
like
poet name, like
you kept yourself in the
shameless plug, like
Yeah, like shout out to the family. Shout out to my name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that. So you're full on creative for the people who don't know you. You got your hands in a lot of things. I know that you've done graphic design and as well as the music you write. You also have a clothing line, correct?
Yeah,
And what's the name of the clothing line?
mood season.
Mood Season.
Mood season.
MU. What is it? How you spell it?
So the
MUDE?
U is stylized. It's like a German U or some shit.
Right.
And mood translated to English means tired, wary, tiredly, warily.
Yeah.
So it's like tired season or like worn season, like when you really feel like all your pressures are fucking with you.
Yeah.
And it like came to me like a fever dream, low key, because
Okay.
I was going through some crazy shit like October through February.
Word.
And literally I was just like, man, fuck everything. I don't care about anything happening. I don't got the emotional room.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm worn. And I was just like, damn, that's the season I'm in.
in
It was
a
just like,
mood.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You want to pull the mic closer to you?
yeah,
Sorry.
my bad. A little bit
Just-
better.
Yeah, these mics you gotta like project
Get
into
up on
them.
'em. You know,
Yeah.
direction.
My bad.
No, you're good, bro. I mean, I could hear you. That's why I was like, I didn't even think anything of it.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, like so basically mood season is all about self-improvement, self-progress, self-growth.
Shut that door.
You know, I try to mix like cool colorways and a nice aesthetic with a positive message.
Yeah.
And like the whole brand is basically a semicolon.
Okay.
So
How can you elaborate on how it's a semicolon?
you can pause but never stop.
There you go.
You can choose to stop but always pause.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know,
I
and
like
so
it.
like literally like I've been through some rabbit holes.
Yeah, man.
You know, and I got like 4 or 5 different friend circles where I'm the last one standing.
Right.
And literally like through that dark period, I was also losing people. And so I was just like, yeah, no, something's gotta give.
Yeah.
And then I just snapped the fuck out one morning. I was just like, all right, fuck it. What's holding me back? I've been talking about starting a brand. I've been talking about getting into retail. I've been talking about designing and all this shit for like 3-4 years.
The answer
I
to
went
that
to-
question is always yourself.
I went to
What is
WVU for a
stopping
year
you?
and
You.
ended up failing out of the fashion design program because the shit bored me.
Yeah.
Like these motherfuckers.
So I
was
already
talking
know this
about-
shit, yo. What?
They was talking about like the trends of sock buns and sundresses.
You're
And
like,
I'm sitting
man,
here
like-
like, where's the street culture? Where's
Right.
the influences? Like,
Yeah.
like few people know we have bucket hats because the Israelis had it as a military implement,
Okay.
and then it got picked up because it was a cool ass hat.
So you be doing your research with it. It's like it's more than just like, hey, I have merch. This is like, yo, you put a lot of thought behind
I like this
the
guy.
process of like making a clothing line. That's
Literally.
not just like wolf clothes or anything like that. You got a whole other side to your hustle.
And honestly, it's like it's the deep south and the far west that influences me the most. And when I say far west, I mean like LA and Sacramento at closest.
Yeah.
Like I love Japanese design, Chinese design, Korean design.
Mhm.
I always
Middle
love the
Eastern
Japanese
aesthetics.
streetwear style, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
double hoods
Yeah,
and
we'll
shit.
see.
Yeah.
That
So-
shit is hard.
I don't know. Another one of them things, like where would Nike be without Onitsuka?
That's who's that?
So Nike started as Blue Ribbon Sports,
Yeah.
importing Onitsuka Tigers.
Oh yeah, the waffles.
Yeah, the originals,
Yeah.
which is how the Cortez
I knew
came too.
I knew it as like the Tiger Athletics, but I didn't know the guy's name.
Yeah. So it was called the Onitsuka Tiger, and it literally has the same aesthetic build logo
Oh, yeah,
as Blue
it's-
Ribbon Sports.
Yeah, they were identical. They just would buy them and then change the logo on them.
Literally.
The finesse.
Yeah.
And so literally like they was prioritizing the home region more so than the US market.
Yeah.
And so the boys behind Nike, back when they were still Blue Ribbon Sports, they said, nah, fuck that. We made all the changes, we did all the adaptions, we did the different colorways, and they said, you might have the original design, but this new one that we came up with, that's ours. That's proprietary.
Yeah, they changed into the waffle bottom. They started
Literally.
making the waffle bottoms.
And so they ended up switching gears and just literally like they started Nike off of a whim, took that original design and built it up. And then I think the Nike logo, it's a $1 billion company. You want to know how much the logo cost them?
Nothing. Next to nothing.
It's gonna piss you off. $30.
Yeah.
$30 fucking dollars from
Get
a
it?
college student.
That's the store. The store though.
Like it's
Yeah.
absurd.
My Mulu logo is probably like $20 thrown to my buddy just to like do it, and now it's like it's on the hat.
Bro,
Knocked on my head.
Mine was $12.95 a month. I just did that shit my
yeah,
damn
but
self. I
say
was
you
like,
got
yeah,
on it
fuck
like
that.
fuck it.
There
You
you
know what I'm saying?
I
Like
said, fuck all that.
I was in high school, like, who does Photoshop stuff? You do? Come here real quick. I got think.
Hey, listening to
just
my
trying
man
to
on the
read.
ride here, boy. He got a lot.
Oh
going
man,
on.
that's why I fuck with Wolf so heavy.
Smart
bro, 'cause
dude.
He got the mindset. For
Yeah,
it.
he does.
I appreciate it.
So
Definitely.
we
How
can
old
keep
are you,
on-
bro?
Oh shit.
You said what?
How old are you?
I said I'll be 27 this year.
Woo.
Yeah,
The young
youngin'
bull.
boy. Yeah, you
Yeah.
had a boy. That's what
Grinding, and you know,
That's
what
all I
I'm saying?
like
And
to
you've
hear, yeah.
experienced your ups and your downs. There's plenty more to come. Obviously, it's
Mhm.
a journey, but you've experienced them in a proper way. Where you
Right.
learn from them as well. You're looking at everything. You're not just going through it and being like, "Oh man, it sucks. It's happening to me." You know, why is it happening? What you got to take from it? Type shit. You know, you're one of the people that I know for sure go with that. Yeah, it's like you take your shit, you roll with it. I had to
Yeah.
learn how to do that shit the hard way. You know, I respect you for it, man.
We was
Well, I
talking
say-
business the whole way here.
You could tell he's about his business. And,
All about
you
the
should see
bed.
him on it. Wait till you see him on stage, bro.
About the business.
So let's talk a little bit about music. I know you played us a little something new. What do you got coming up as far as music goes?
So me and Jem's about to drop another album.
Yes.
This shit's gonna be like fucking album length,
Yeah.
not like EP. Like it's got including skits and shit. It's gonna be like 20.
You got a whole project for real. The concept, like what you got going on, man. You don't got to give too much on
Yeah.
it.
So
Deluxe got 25.
accidentally it became a concept. Like some of the songs are a little bit older and unreleased, others are brand new, and I'm just now getting to actually like figuring the shit out.
Getting
But I
to
ended
your
up
flow.
putting it side by side just because the different shit that I was feeling through different songs and whatnot. It's like the last 10 years of my life.
Right.
And so the whole thing is it's a progress piece, but it also shows how both stylistically and in terms of mental maturity, things have progressed. So like you open it, it's back in that rabbit hole, still on like some Bastard Wolf shit,
Yeah.
and then it ends with some Wolf Jones shit.
Now, did you write some of these tracks when you were like in the Bastard Wolf mindset?
Talking 10 years, man. Teenager.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like the song. I mean, like, yeah, no, the content is that, but like song wise, song selection wise, do you have like songs that you had kept in the tuck for these moments, or?
So
I know,
some of
like
them
Ornery
were-
Kid, I had like some songs that were 2-3 years old that I just like never dropped, but they fit finally.
Right.
And,
And that's what
like,
happened.
fuck yeah.
That's what happened. So like
Yeah.
the beginning of the project is a little bit of that older unreleased stuff, which when I made it, the only reason they weren't released is they didn't fit the projects
Right.
that I was working on.
You're like, this is too heavy for what I'm doing at the moment. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
Which for the record, you and Jay are opening up the album. Y'all in the beginning.
Oh,
I'm
word?
excited.
Uh-oh.
I'm excited.
Yeah, shit.
Well, look, when you
Some
see how this shit
Mulu's
flows
here.
together,
I can't wait, bro. I'm excited. When is it? When do you got it dropping? When was you
I'm shooting for sometime in June,
in June?
but we shall see. I also was thinking about like, do I stock up videos and shit,
Yeah.
stock up content, and then just do like a record label style release, especially since I'm about to be kicking off Mood Audio.
Right. With Smooth Audio.
So Mood Audio will be the portion of Mood Season that focuses on podcasting, videography, photography,
Okay.
music and music video releases,
Okay.
online interaction, and so
That's what's
Yeah.
up. You're getting your
basically
dipping your
it's gotta
hand,
be
dipping your
like
toes
West
into
Beats,
everything.
PG Lang type shit.
Yeah, get your
Like, it
hands
could
in
be
everything.
anything. As a brand, like for Mood in general.
A lot of
Yeah.
iron in the fire, baby.
Hell yeah, man! You can't put your eggs all in one basket.
That's
It's
it, my
good to
friend.
diversify.
That's
I
it.
believe
Diversify
You're
that
investing in
portfolio.
yourself, diversify.
I
yourself.
believe in
portfolio.
7 streams of income at least, and I was like, why
Hey.
the fuck would I work for somebody else for that?
Yeah, I was
So
just
I can have my
talking
day
like,
job, and then I can have my other shit.
yeah, I was just talking to Griffin and Merck about that. Like, it's like the freelancing is like your best grind because you got all
Yeah.
these skills that you learn, and people kind of throw their skills to the side to go. I gotta go work and do this, that, and the
There you
third.
go.
Like, you gotta believe in your skills and like keep sharpening the skills. You can fucking everybody's a walking business if they pay attention to what they love to do.
Right.
I mean, there's always a market for something you love
If
to
you
do.
got the guts to go for it, man. You know?
So like, what is because I know you said there's some old songs, there's some new songs. What's the process for like how you write your lyrics?
You said how I wrote the lyric.
Yeah, like what's your process to create a song? Like, how do you go about it? Is it you get the beat first, you get the words first? Like,
I get the beat, everything starts as a freestyle, like it's like free writing.
Yeah.
And then I go back and I edit, I crop, I adjust. I might tweak cadence, or I might tweak like the ending bars,
Yeah.
and then the hook comes after that, or sometimes the hook comes first.
Yeah.
You know, like you just be like,
Yeah.
damn,
I seen a
that's
guy-
fire, but like, how do
That's
I
a
make
good
it
hook.
fit?
What can I put
I
with
had
that?
a guy tell me
Right.
that before. Like, how do you write the hook first? Because he had a poll on his story, and I was like, sometimes you get the hook first. He's like,
Yeah.
how? I was like, sometimes you're just free writing, like you said, and you was like, there's just a line in there. You're like, man, this is too hard to just like be in the verse.
Yeah.
This has to be a hook. This is like a slick.
You got to
little-
repeat
yeah.
it,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like those lines hit, like, cause I'll like write, and then I'll stop, and then I'm like, all right, go back to the top, try to figure it out. And sometimes I find hooks that way. When you're coming back down, you're like,
I'm
Like,
snatching
sometimes-
that.
Like
This up
me,
here.
me
Yeah.
saying this right now just makes me want to repeat.
yeah,
it.
like this makes me, this line right here makes me want to write a whole different song now. Like,
Right.
oh shit, this is the hook. This is a hook feeling. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And so like sometimes it takes like 15 minutes, sometimes it takes like 3 days. I
Yeah.
just, if I hit an impasse and I just drop it,
Yeah.
I'll come back to it because like I'm obsessive compulsive.
It's
I'm
best
fucking
to not
meticulous,
force shit.
like,
Right.
that shit'll get burnt. I'll
Yeah.
be like, I need to finish that fucking song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I will not move to
It's
something
the
else. I
itch.
might write like 2 bullshit songs and then come back.
yeah, you got to get the little bullshit stuff out
Right,
there, like,
right.
cause you know deep down you're like, this song is hard. I'm on to something.
Ooh,
I
side
ain't
note,
fucking this up. Like,
when me and Dre recorded this track, we was off of a bottle of E&J. It was like back-to-back smoke sessions.
yeah.
I think there was vodka involved. I think niggas found some beer. And we freestyled over like live drums
Anything
for
we
like
could
3
get.
hours.
So he was already on the verge of
Anything that
throwing
we
up.
could
Oh,
find. We were doing gravity balls.
And it ended up becoming like one of the fastest songs I ever
Put together.
wrote or recorded.
Yeah. It's the energy of the room. You know what I'm saying? Like when you got somebody bounce off of versus when you're
yeah.
just writing by yourself. The
Like-
bounce off shit, those sessions be the best sessions, man. Cause like it's like friendly competition, but it's also we're just fucking like we both want to make a fire song. But you know, everybody always has that when you're writing, like, you ain't about
best ad-libs
to
come from when I've been fucked up.
After the smoke sesh, yeah, that's
It's just
always.
like, it's like, all right, now that the song's out of the way,
Yeah.
let me bark or some shit. I think this beat needs more chihuahua. Like,
right, like that's where the creativity really starts to flow.
Yeah, after the smoke session, man.
So
that's
you're-
where mine comes.
You are from Morgantown, right?
Correct.
Does Morgantown have a strong music scene? Do you feel like it's like
for sure.
yeah?
For sure. I feel like there's a lot less people performing as compared to before the pandemic. But even still, like, it's insane. There's core people out there. Like, there's definitely nights where shows are filled to the top and it's strictly local artists.
Yeah, me and Mulu was talking earlier. I think it was today, maybe it was yesterday, about how like every weekend or every other weekend I see like
There's a culture.
your
song.
name,
Yeah.
Dinosaur Jim,
Yeah.
Catching
Z's.
Z's,
Yeah.
Spiky. Like if you're not on this week's show, you're probably on next week's show, and if not, it's guaranteed the week after.
Yeah.
Like 1 out of 3 weeks, you're performing.
Well, see, and this has been my busiest 2 years ever, because before, like, I didn't really perform like that. My shows would be very intermittent. It might be like 2 or 3 a year. And for like the last, I want to say 7 or 8 months, it's been at minimum like 2 or 3 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been wild to see. I don't know when the fuck it
you can't
happened.
beat it though. You know, you gotta. If they're giving them to you, you gotta do them.
That's it.
Get more in there.
That's it.
Yeah, I think it's great to have that type of community and you have a good bit of venues to choose from now.
Yeah.
Like you guys got different crowds and different vibes and different. And then my favorite part of putting the show together is like curating the playlist. Of like who's gonna be on there. It's like making a Spotify playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like or some shit like that.
Well, there's an Appalachia hip hop playlist.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to send it over to you.
Send it to us so we can post it and we can also put it on like the link tree or something. Make sure that I can put it on whatever for the homie section and
Hell yeah.
let you make sure people can hear what you guys offer as well outside of where we're at.
So like my big thing that I want to do right now is just keep doing like the shocker for Trekkies on everything possible.
You said chakra for Trek.
The shocker for Trekkies.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, I was gonna
for
say,
the
you
people?
definitely gotta
You
explain
gotta
that one.
elaborate.
Just
I know what
Every
chakra
single
is,
song,
and I
just-
know what Trekkies is.
Yeah, what the- All right, on that note, we're about to hit ad real quick. This one's for the homies Metaphysical. Make sure you get some. All right, we're back. Shout out to Metaphysical. We appreciate you.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. And if you're just joining us, we are with the homie Wvlf Jones, fresh out of Morgantown. He's been putting in work, and we've been asking him some questions. And if
The
you have
boy slays.
he slays, man. If you
Yeah,
didn't
he
catch
does.
the little clip that we have what we posted earlier, you're about to hear a little something here in a second, because you got a track to show us, correct?
Shit, I can go ahead and pull it up now if you like.
Yeah, fuck yeah, pull it
Yeah,
up.
Pull it up.
Is this unreleased or is this out?
Unreleased. This will be coming off of the upcoming project.
So we're getting some exclusive Wvlf Jones heat.
So what kind of vibe do y'all feel like hearing?
No, what kind of vibe do you feel like putting?
Yeah, what
Like
do
it's
you
like one of
want?
the questions that I like to ask. Well,
Okay.
I even asked Griffin, was like, if you were to introduce somebody with a song, you know, we'll put somebody on, you're like, this is
Yeah.
me. I want you to check this out. What would you put on?
This is the one.
Like, what's your track where you're like, yo, I gotta show y'all this one?
Never
Yeah,
heard of
throw
you.
it on,
Nobody knows
turn it up.
anything, man. You're number one. Talk about
All right.
He's like, man,
decision.
it's always hard to pick like one of
He's like,
your
man,
songs
I
'cause
got
you're
like-
I fuck with
I
all
like
my songs.
20
bro.
bangers. What do you mean?
I have a
This
favorite
one-
already, but I'm not gonna tell you until after you play this because I don't want it to be a biased thing.
Nah, but what is your favorite?
Nah,
I'll
you,
tell you
gotta
after you
pick
play
your
your
song
song.
Oh,
first.
yeah,
I don't
come
want to
on
tell
now.
you and
Okay.
then you play that song on
Okay.
some biased shit. man.
Okay. All right. So this one, it's got a little bit of like a live band feel.
Okay.
It definitely is conducive to being performed with a live band. So I'd
Nice.
like to get like a metal band behind it or some shit.
There you go.
Okay.
I can dig
like
it.
Let's-
I can help you.
I'm
with that.
interested. What's
I
the
can
name?
dig
What's
it.
it called?
Cognac.
Cognac. Oh, we drinking.
So yeah,
we
like-
drinking.
yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and play
He
it.
called a bar.
Heads up, I was in like my deepest rabbit hole ever with this shit.
Okay. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Turn it down a little bit.
I don't think God, I'm solo, sinking slowly from this polo. Coma tempting on my toes, so tuggy, acting screaming YOLO. Tell me, Lord, what's in this drawer? Yo, if I fall, I get some matches. High as fuck, I might be crashing. Slight as fuck, just keep on dashing. I've been a devil, I cried on the strength. Can't fight a bitch that it is what it ain't. Tell me suspicious is this old thing. Thoughts on my mind bring a life full of pain. Redirect all of that into this game. Fuck on some motions and justify games. Fuck with his health and I'm spreading my name. Do what I must with a lust of some change. Never mind all that, I'm trying to bring my cross back close. On my mind with the progress within the track. Laying on the edge where I tread on the dreaded path. Niggas won't be dead till I'm all get the figures back. I don't need a hand down, I need a hand up. Used to really give a damn if my man's up. Now I tell them kid rock till they ain't down. Stay broke, better yet, niggas stay clown. I've been grinding for a long time, nothing now. Niggas want to chillin' to the block, not a million through the first dirt fly at the ceiling. After all these damn service, I've been working on my industry, deflecting any hate out of building. Trying to put my whole basket in a vision. I'm the down, hand down, dog, turn into a sham dog. Now my bitches take it to a unique sound, bruh. Ain't nobody fucking with the wolves, cause the wild dogs fucking like a mouse, while the bees get laughed off. Niggas passed off, I've been feeling passed off. Keep guessing where I've been, nigga, ass off. A little yak, cause I'm back to the fast off. Trying to run from the past, but I laughed on. Get a mask, it was back to the lab, y'all. I don't thank God, I'm solo, sinking slowly from this polo. Coma tempting on my toes, so chuggy, yakking, screaming YOLO. Tell me, Lord, what's in this drawer? Yo, if I fall, I get some matches. High as fuck, I might be crashing. Slight as fuck, just keep on dashing. I don't thank God, I'm solo, sinking slowly from this polo. Coma tempting on my toes, so chuggy, yakking, screaming YOLO. Tell me, Lord, what's in this drawer? Yo, if I fall, I get some matches. High as fuck, I might be crashing. Slight as fuck, just keep on dashing. I can't even celebrate not dying for a year without somebody that I love. Falling victim to my fears, see my peers get amused, thinking crazy. I've been lost in the little best of lately. Now my loves are the ones who raise me. Only reason why the devil ain't take me. Want some empathy, you better first pay me. I've been craving my revenge when I watch my sins, but somebody gotta die for the state that I'm in. Got a grin while my sanity is long gone. And these roads keep on, so the game's on. Can't think for the bucket, I'ma keep going. Used to have suicidal tendencies, now I have great dreams on my enemies. Picture me with your heart on a triple beam. What's the scale look like in a memory? Been aligned with a down and a skirt. I just allow all the time to go purpose. Just the law and the bounds of my courage. See my law 48, I'm unnerving. And we know that for sure is uncertain. Never see when the times for your curtains. I refuse my repast to be perfect. Got a past to release before searching. I release my own soul, it was worthless. I'm back in. I am draping, God, I'm solo, sinking slowly from this polo. Chrome attempting on my toes, so chugging.
Let's go.
If I flow, I get some dashes. High as fuck, I might be crashing. Slight as fuck, just keep on dashing. I am draping, God, I'm solo, sinking slowly from this polo. Chrome attempting on my toes, so chugging. Screaming, yo, tell me, Lord, what's in this drawer? Yo, if I fall, I get some dashes. High as
That
fuck,
beat's
I
a
might be
banger.
crashing. Slight as fuck, just
Banger.
keep on dashing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's some exclusive Wolf Jones for
Yeah,
your
that's
fucking-
not the typical Wolf
For
Jones.
your
I,
head top.
I really like
For your
that. I mean, not to
motherfucking
say that I don't
head
like the other,
top.
but this was out of your normal
Yeah.
that I've heard. I can't say that
was
you.
like
That was like a
mid-December.
darker. That
That
was a
was so
more
gross.
hood.
Like,
that was
that
a
was like-
more street vibe, a more like hoodish flow. I enjoyed that.
I about threw up.
Man.
Look, so my big influences are like Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, Big L, Nas,
Yeah.
Biggie,
Hey.
Pop,
You could definitely hear
Hey.
the Schoolboy in that beat, the TDE
J.I.D.,
style.
Isaiah Rashad, Smino, Tyler the Creator, A$AP
Yeah.
Rocky. Like I love hip
You
hop.
just love
Yeah.
good fucking
Yeah,
rock.
I grew up
like
good,
music,
I grew
yeah.
up on
style.
New York. Growing up, it was South, and then as I grew older, it was West.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
beat and
Keep
how
it
you could
versatile.
hear the anger, like you could hear that you were like really going in and not just like rapping it. Like, oh yeah, that's
That
one.
flow hit that beat hard.
Yeah, that beat was crazy. Though. Who was on the
Oh,
beat?
yeah.
Who was on the beat?
Gems.
Gems.
So the whole album is Gems, and
Is
then we
it?
got one with
Oh.
Hash.
Man,
Yes.
beat it.
Gems is a dog, man. Show
Yeah.
Gems his flowers. Give him his flowers.
Look,
Mhm.
Shout out to the comment section. We got
Yeah, I
Shane,
had put
what's
it up
going
during the
on?
thing.
Okay,
I didn't
okay,
want to.
okay.
I was trying not to interrupt the song, so I
That's
just
good,
gave him the
guys.
piece up.
hello,
We got our boy
everybody.
Wolf Jones up in here. Oh shit.
Ooh.
Make sure. All right. Turn your speakers down. Make sure that if you got any questions for the homie Wolf, that you do ask him, man. He's an up and coming artist. He also got his clothing line on the way, new projects, and you can see him at A Night to Remember. That's on the 27th. That's this weekend, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Friday.
So make sure you get your tickets, man. Pull up on us because it's gonna be a good ass show.
Shit, I got. All right. Y'all mind if I go ahead and show another? Is that cool?
Give it. We're gonna do more.
Yes.
Give it a little bit. We got you.
We got like
I'm
we're
just
But-
excited.
space them out.
okay.
I know
It's
we
a
gotta
pleasure
space
to be
them out.
here. It's a
My
pleasure to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite.
Drop the favorite.
My favorite. I don't know the name of the song because I can't find it on like your YouTube or anything, and I didn't know you had Spotify. In the chorus, you're saying like something about when it gets low, like in the lows, and then highs, and then you say something about a bag.
Okay.
I can't remember fucking lyrics perfectly. Damn. I have the video of it on here though. I'll be watching it all
He's
the
like
time.
something about
Everybody
a bag.
good, everybody
and
good, but
then-
everybody
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Spit it. Go ahead.
Hey.
Everybody down, but now nigga up.
Hey.
Been through some shit, but the outcome could really be worse.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's where it
hey,
kills me.
hey.
I love
Fuck
that.
designer bags need a magnificent purse.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go,
I
let's
love
go.
that
Oh,
flow
you want me to
switch.
spit?
I was say good.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
you
Okay,
stop when you
okay.
want to stop.
Yeah,
man.
I'm
We
here.
was
Fine.
vibing. We was vibing.
After
see.
that, we got a question from the audience for you.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Okay.
Hey. So
Guess it's back to the lab. Let me crash this beat. Give a fuck about the feet. The feet. This the creed with the scars. Get the spot on the team. Yeah. Need a chords like Marine. Ho, this that new way they sleeping nine. No, it won't be long. Long we keep it short. Motherfuck some clout. Niggas need support. Guess it's only north. Everything but south. Had to swap polarities and move about. Another compass rose, making Atlas proud.
good.
Weight up on my shoulders, not Titanic now. Frigid waters, let me save a daughter. Do this for my cause. I might become a martyr to being hardened like a spear, nigga. Still pouring out these beers, nigga. How the fuck are you supposed to conquer when you never challenge what you fear, nigga? Y'all weird, nigga. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hey,
I ain't got no fucking time for this shit. Yeah, everybody good, but everybody bad. Yeah.
Hey,
Everybody down, but now a nigga up. Yeah, been through some shit, but that outcome could really be worse.
Really
Yeah.
be worse.
Fuck designer bags, need a magnificent purse.
Magnificent person. Hey. Like, listen,
Hell
put some fire in the comment section.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Give it up.
Y'all know that was my homeboy
appreciate
Wolf
y'all.
Jones. We do have a question from the comment section.
Yeah.
They took one of my questions. I wasn't gonna ask you because I hate putting artists through the pain. I
Yeah,
did it to
but he
Griffin
did
last
it.
week. But hey,
And we got
Oh.
it playing up behind you too. That way, whenever you put stuff up, if you want to see.
it should be coming up. But the question itself is, what's your top 5 any genre of music? And that's from there. It is from Shane, the homeboy Shane.
All right. Top 5 of any genre. Of course, rap, hip hop, lo-fi, jazz,
He's
psychedelic pop.
busting down the,
he's
nah,
talking
busting down the
artists.
genres.
I say metal
Yes.
of all types, all countries.
Okay.
Of course, I fuck with American metal, but fucking Nordic
Yeah.
countries,
Barclay
Russia,
be
Get some
Russia.
crazy
Mongolia,
sounds from
Barclay
there.
be on
they
Russian.
got that shit on lock.
Yeah.
They got that
Russia,
shit on
baby,
lock.
yeah. Russia
Yeah.
death metal. I'm telling you.
Now
And then the final one, R&B.
R&B.
for
You gotta
sure.
throw the
For
R&B
sure.
in there.
R&B.
Now, who's your top 5 artists in any genre of
Yeah.
music? Like across the board, if you had to pick 5 artists. And it don't have to be every genre, but any genre.
All right, so I'll mix
He
up,
made it harder than
because
I
my
did.
my
Yeah.
top
Yeah.
list is
Yeah,
like
he did.
100 people. long,
Right,
bro.
that's what I was saying.
So I'm
Yeah.
Honorable
just
mention.
sort through it.
Just name go off the top.
All right, Nas, Kendrick Lamar,
Mhm.
Mild High Club,
Okay.
Big L, and
Yes,
Jay-Z.
Big L. Nobody ever says Big L.
Nobody does.
Yeah. Big L got that crazy delivery.
Nah,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous.
My
That's
man
a
is
different one.
yeah.
Danger Zone.
Yes.
Don't
Look.
talk to me if I'm blasting that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Don't
you
talk to
don't-
me.
That's
You don't get the
bastard
love that he
wolf talking.
should.
You hear that guitar riff come in, you better just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Now, do you feel like this is like a more deeper type of question? Do you feel like artists have a responsibility to the people? That's a question I have.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So
Like,
how do you?
I had to change up my whole shit because I was saying some self-destructive shit. I've never been a cap rapper,
Yeah.
but I realized I was projecting too much of what's to be expected versus what I expect from myself.
Word.
And so I found myself diving a little too far into character instead of just being genuine.
Yeah.
And once I started holding myself to a little bit of a higher tier, like it changed who I'd work with, it changed what type of music I made,
Yeah.
it changed how deep on my own subjects I go, instead of just like vague, wishy-washy ass bars.
Mhm.
You know, no discredit to the folks that do that, because
Right.
sometimes there's a time and a place.
Right.
Mhm.
But
Everybody makes their music, but
like I started out on boom bap beats, then I moved to trap. That's
Yeah.
Hash's fault too. He said I can't put you on those shows unless
It's
you know, like,
like you
your
got some
catalog doesn't
energy.
sync up with what I'm trying to throw.
I feel it.
I was like, ouch, harsh. Like I hated that nigga for like 6 months for a second.
Oh, no.
You know, and then I came back. I was like, check this shit out.
I
like,
got
you need
something
What do
that
you
for
think
you.
about this
How about
shit?
this motherfucker?
Got something for your ass.
And he was like, all right, yeah, you got a slot. I was just like, all right.
That's how you do it, though. That was your
Fucking-
motivation. You set a
No
fire
doubt.
up under you, put the battery in your back.
Like
No doubt.
Hash, Gems, Eric Jordan, Jumbo Green, formerly 66240.
Okay.
They literally grew me in this shit. That and my mother,
Yes.
she played a massive role. Like she literally was like, yeah, no, you need to tighten up your flow. Hey, work on
Yeah.
delivery.
Oh,
Your
See,
cadence is messed up.
It's nice to have that support for real, for real. Like
And like I used to be like, you don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so,
And it's
yeah.
like she literally saw hip hop invented.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me just shut the fuck up.
Mama knows.
And it always hurts to hear it though. You're like initially you're like, no,
Right.
you don't know shit. Like,
Right. It's like,
but
nah, I've been
once you
working
get
on
to
this.
sit back with it and like it starts to play and you're like you start to remember, man. Like
For
this is
sure.
why somebody said it to me. You
For
gotta
sure.
finally see it. If they didn't say it, then you would never even think about it. And you would just keep doing the same old thing. So like, shout out to your circle, and coming up, man.
Oh yeah.
Fucking. So how would you describe the music that you typically make? Like, do you think? What do you think
I
about
say
yourself?
mentally distant but emotionally charged.
Say that one more time.
I say mentally distant but emotionally charged.
Okay.
More so in the right that typically when I'm creating the music, I'm completely absent-minded. Like I'm not paying no attention to any of the factors of life, and I'm literally just using it as like a journal.
Yeah.
Even the freestyles is just how I feel
Yeah.
whenever I'm in the moment of it.
Oh yeah.
And so like I try to freestyle each show because nobody is gonna tell you how bad or how good you're doing except the crowd.
Right.
Like if they ain't fucking with your freestyle,
yeah.
you need to work on that. Come back with a
Yeah.
better one. You know, if a song doesn't perform too well, you should work on your engagement with the audience more because that'll pull them in more than just screaming fucking lyrics at them.
Mm.
You know, and so I strive to try to engage more and more each time,
Yeah.
as well as like build off of the audience. The
It's
last
some-
show I did, I had to make the beat for me.
Yeah.
And
It's all about making sure you're keeping them engaged. You're supposed to be entertaining. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
treat it as a journal and we get our stuff out that way. But when you're performing, man, you're supposed to make sure that everybody's fuck them drink shit. I'm up here, motherfucker. You got you. Get your drink and pay attention while you're getting your drink. I'm gonna call you out way over here. Like, let's make some noise. Call and response.
right.
Making them do the beat while you're
Right.
freestyling. Like shit like that is just
Make you pay attention.
yeah. Like and that's what makes everybody. They're gonna walk away remembering that shit.
Mhm.
You know, they
That's
remember
one
the
of those
performance.
things that I like indirectly learn from like my mentors, my peers.
Yeah.
Massive influences on me have been like Spike Yee, Art Jacob, Lamar Riddick, shit, TK,
Yeah.
D 3 times, like
These are all Morgantown folks.
all locals.
Yeah.
All locals, like people that not even when I was studying how to do, but more so just looking for like frame of reference, like how do I handle being an artist, or how should I engage with people, like what should I focus on as an artist. And so it was like certain character things as well as like skills and techniques from mentorship that really led to where I am at this point.
Being a sponge and taking in the information
Literally,
around you,
if
man.
you ain't being a sponge, you're being a brick.
Yeah, you're fucking.
Yeah,
There
you
go.
are.
Put that on the quote.
There you go.
We have another question from the crowd. Shane said it's a personal question. Are you a deal getter or are you going independent as possible?
I'm trying to go independent as long as possible
Yeah,
until the deal is offered on my terms.
correct.
Like
That's the key.
Yeah,
literally,
Leverage.
there's no reason you can't start your own label or just LLC your own music.
Yeah.
Have your trademarks, have your copyrights, have your masters,
uh-huh.
have your fucking masters.
Plenty of people doing it right now.
I think we were talking about that with Griffin. It's like always take the time to learn your business, man. You gotta
Yeah.
know. 'Cause if you don't, you're gonna get played. It's not
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not a con business.
I'm a professional rabbit holder.
What's that?
I'm a professional rabbit holder.
A rabbit holder.
And so like I hyper focus on whatever the subject is that's grabbing me, even if it's for the day.
Yeah.
And I try to learn something new every single day,
Oh yeah.
because going back to the mental health and physical health aspect, learning something new every day helps prevent or treat like Alzheimer's, dementia, etc. Fucking, there's a lot of shit that you can prevent or at least keep curved just by trying to learn a new skill or a new fact or something you can rattle off different each day. Because it's making your brain exercise.
Oh yeah.
It has to create storage space as compared to just retaining space.
Mm.
You gotta. I always tell my artist friends. I can say this all the time now. Is that you should create something or try to do something every day, even if it's something small. Like you said, it's working out your brain. or try to learn something. Go on YouTube and try to learn something new. I appreciate the chat that we're in because
Yeah.
there's so many pages that I follow now because of that chat. And like, your feed is what you're feeding yourself, and just to feed yourself that knowledge. I appreciate you for even throwing me those things because
I had to
I think that's
add my
essential,
wife
man.
to it. I
It's
was like, yo, this is shit
yeah,
that you need to learn
these are keys,
too.
bro. Like you
And
need
feel
to.
free to add her.
Yeah,
For
I
real.
did.
Excellent.
I did,
Yeah.
As soon as I
Excellent.
started reading it and like I seen some of the shit, I was like, oh no, she's going to go in this because that's
Yeah.
she's the type where, being an at-home mom, she needs something, and her
Something
niche
to
has,
feed her mind. It's
her
something
niche
new,
has
bro.
become like clothing, making all kinds of merch, whatever.
Yeah.
And she learns all kind of new shit constantly, so that's
So my goal with that chat is whether by one person, by each person, by all people, that chat better be worth $1 billion in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
that's you
And
posted
so-
up
I
that
think your boy
post
said
the
that,
other
like,
day.
yeah, like you're giving keys eventually. That's like you're literally giving away ebook shit, like courses.
Yeah.
But it's like you're learning this shit yourself. So it's like once you really got that knowledge down and you formulate your own ways, you can push that as like that's
And
another income.
The
form of
chat
income.
started as like
Yeah.
an info bank because I had multiple pages. Each
Yeah.
one I was seeing different things. I was trying to save it to each collection on each page.
Yeah, so it was like
And I was just like, yeah, no. So I made a chat where it was like anything I learned or saw between like 13 Flat, Mood Season, Mood
it's
Audio,
easier
Mood
to send it to
Jones.
yourself and be like, boom, it's
Literally,
here.
I was just like, wait a minute, this is some valuable shit.
yeah,
But I'm not gonna make my friends pay me for access to a fucking Instagram post.
right.
So I was like, yeah, no, all of us do this. We all need to be.
That's
learning
like
this.
real. That's homie shit. That's real love. Like that's
Mhm.
looking out for. That's a creative looking out for other creatives. You're not being stingy with it. You're not stingy with the keys. You're like, here, man. Like, let's
Facts.
eat because there's room for everybody to eat.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
So, like-
that's one thing I love is like he's very conscious about like his appearance, like who he wants to be, like how he is, his relationships, like everything that he's answering is like, I don't want to be presented that way, and that's not who I am, and you know what I mean. Like you're very conscious about your image,
If he stays
whether
on the
it be
path,
self-image
he's
or
going
image to the
somewhere.
public.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're very
No
conscious about
doubt in
keeping
my
yourself
mind.
on a straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you keep doing what
Self-aware,
you're
that's
doing,
a-
man,
I appreciate
you're
you.
going to
So
be
self-aware.
fine. You're
Being-
going somewhere. Believe me.
Being
It's-
self-aware is essential
No doubt.
to your growth.
No doubt.
See, like, so for me, like growing up, I was shut out of a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, all my friends were athletes and dealers, so the
Right.
attention was not on me.
right.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't an athlete.
Yeah.
I was in honors art and shit. You know, I would be failing classes because I was sketching and shit. And so, legitimately, I don't believe in withholding answers or keys from people because I know what the fuck that shit's like. Like,
Hell yeah.
literally. And so, like, leading is free. Teaching, that's where you got to pay my ass. If you want me
Yeah.
to sit down with you and be like, oh, yeah, this is how I did this, this, and this.
Yeah.
All right, so you want me to help you brand?
you-
I got to give you my resources
you
as
behave
well.
like
Good at
Cash
something,
App.
you never do it for free.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I try to
so-
preach that to everybody
Yeah.
that like talks to me about their shit. Like,
So, like,
if you do it good,
If
You
you're
don't do
open
it
to
for
being
free.
No
instructed,
doubt.
if you're open to getting examples and feedback, then you're willing to grow as a person,
Yeah.
which means you're willing to grow as a business person. And so if you're willing to accept free knowledge, I'm going to give it to you free. But if you want me to hold your hand the whole way,
yeah.
There's a price tag with it.
that's like $250, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
like-
man.
You gotta fucking
And if
pay
you're,
Yeah.
us, bro.
if you're
Starting
anything
out,
like
that's
You
that's
gotta
$250
eat, bro.
starting
This
out.
goes back to the being a freelancing artist. You know, you gotta be able to eat off of what you love to do.
If
as
you
well.
can
Yeah.
pick up them
and
breadcrumbs
you're
and
helping
follow,
somebody, like that's
you know.
But the free game is
Facts.
like, man, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
She's
She's
trying
like-
to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99.
You can
Free
follow
now,
them
That
bread.
shit rings in my head every single day.
time, bro.
Every
I
single
love that.
day.
That whole.
I had a whole week where I was just listening to fucking
I love hope.
444
Shit on the way back.
and
The other
Cherry
day.
Bomb.
Cherry,
Oh,
Bomb.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. You gotta. I just love that. As I've loved listening to that album just for the fact that he was like, he was creating it all himself.
Yeah.
And then the documentary behind it. Somebody I had a friend of mine that put me on a while ago, and I watched that documentary, and that just makes you go 10 times harder as an artist. You're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Did you actually ever see a good documentary, music wise? It's a Stretch and Bobbito documentary.
I did not.
Ooh, bro.
I did
I'm
not.
telling you.
The Temptations. That's a good biopic.
No,
That's
I
another
like the Bobby
documentary,
Brown
though.
story
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have
and
to
the
like
New
that
Edition
again.
story.
I didn't get to watch the New Edition.
The
but
one guy that doesn't keep a lighter on him.
I
Yeah,
have
right.
one now. I have it though.
No, I mean Barclay. He doesn't smoke cigarettes really, so he
Not
doesn't.
no
Oh yeah,
longer.
so I passed it
have
to
a
him
light.
like
I
light
made
that.
sure
Not
my
no
shirt
longer.
matched my shirt. I can't lose this bitch.
Oh, yeah,
Look for
right.
a lot. Did not. Yeah. I was just
I
saying.
got
And
lighters
then he
and
gonna
coordinate
make
with
you.
everything low-key.
He would look at me right in the face, still didn't give it to me. He's like, "This is holy. I like this lighter."
Hands up.
It's kind of that's like one of those like sad dumpy ass claims. Like it's a dope flex, but it's also like, come on, bro, do better. You got lighters for every outfit. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh, no.
So, yeah,
How
of
bad
course,
are
baby.
you?
I got a
Man.
Zippo for every outfit,
No
every
doubt.
occasion.
I match my Marlboros to my fucking cements, bro.
Oh,
It's just
no.
like oh fuck. First of all, what are you doing?
There's too much time on your hands.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you got too much bread at that point. If you're matching lighters to your shit,
Although my favorite
maybe one or two.
my
that'd be
favorite
cool.
trend is people putting brands on weird shit. So like the dude with the Marlboro sweatsuit, or
I saw like the whole Newport sweatsuits. Remember they
yeah,
had, like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Oh,
The Newport
man.
sweatsuit, the Newport sweatsuit, and then
yeah.
like McDonald's donks and shit.
Like, yo, you got those with your
Yo,
Newport
yeah.
points.
Like-
Yo,
like-
Marlboro
You got
points,
your with the
yeah.
Growing up, I used to see like a '66 Chevelle on like 34-inch
yeah.
rims,
Yo,
LED
People-
headlights, leather,
like Reese's
Lamborghini
colored joints
leather.
and shit,
like good shit.
Oh yeah.
And then on the side would be like Winnie the Pooh or
yeah.
Tigger,
Oh, no.
or Tigger holding the AK. It's like
You're like, what?
I can't. Me and him can't really say much though, because he had this. What was it?
Spider-Man Mustang.
He had the Spider-Man Mustang, and I had a Toyota Celica
said Winnie the
GTS that was Superman. Had Superman flying on both sides and the emblem real big on the hood.
He said Winnie the Pooh and
That's
Tigger's
fine.
holding up Christopher Robin, like, run your shit.
No,
on the
also
side
in
of
the
the-
MySpace
Give me all the
age, I
hood.
definitely had the gangster SpongeBob, the gangster Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that reminds me of like the MySpace layout background and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Them shits
See,
were
I
so
always,
deep for
like,
no reason.
Go
Like,
back to Xanga, and almost nobody remembers Xanga.
I know what you're talking about, but I didn't use that.
I used to be on MySpace and see people with like gangster Powerpuff Girls
Yeah.
and Soulja Boy as their profile song. It's just like, yeah, that
Yes. Oh, that
Got like
era.
the shit dripping down, like
literally
the
the fucking
graphic.
diamonds and the stars or some shit.
Mhm.
If you actually paid for a cover back then,
I just
How
wish
about-
you get the raindrops and shit.
I
how
just
about
wish
the
they bring
era?
playlist back.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I ask
Playlist on
for.
it.
Just playlist. That's it.
How about
Playlist.
the era
Yeah, put
of
the playlist on my profile.
works at Krusty Krab?
What is it?
Oh, man.
On I don't remember. It was on Facebook though.
People still got
works
that.
at Krusty
Oh,
Krab.
people put that in there like
That
a
They
became
still
like a
got it.
huge
People-
era. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Or like,
I
you
still
know,
see
Still a
people
thing.
on
want
that
to say
dumb
you
shit.
work at Krusty. It's not like you broke ain't got a
Work
job
at
to
the
me.
Krusty
Yeah.
Krab, baby,
Fry
that's all you
cook.
need to know.
I
That's,
cook a Krusty Krab.
that's what the hustlers say.
Nah, I will say whenever I see the profiles where it's like works at minding my damn business, it's just like
Like, okay.
dumb, but you got that. You
I can
good?
I can
I
fuck
ain't
with
gonna
You want
ask
a
you.
Yeah, that's a
hug? You
normal-
need
I
a
can
hug.
fuck with that.
Emotional assistance.
You need a hug. Then just don't put it on there.
And it's
But,
always,
yeah.
it's always
He
the
says
niggas squatting on the ground in a parking lot with a Kel-Tec and like $40.
Oh, no.
It's like, what are you doing, bro?
Income tax refund.
I can't. I might do a
Income
picture like
That's
that.
the
just
Fayette
because I
County
said
starter
that.
pack, boy.
Oh, man, yeah.
I'm gonna do it
Hey.
just quarters and a Glock,
Mm.
quarters and coins. That is
Yeah.
quarters and coins.
He
PG-13.
I want to
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
I'm gonna just start taking profile pictures with rolled up coins and flexing
Oh,
it up
bro.
to my ear.
$50, 50
No, you
bucks,
won't.
and just
Flexing.
quarters.
I want to do that. Next
That'd be the
time.
best thing of
That's
all
my
time.
album cover. It's all
That
the
would be-
coins wrapped up, just like
That'd
to
be
my ear.
phenomenal.
Or you could do $100 in gold coins.
Nah,
Just a
Right.
bag
I
of
want
pennies.
$100 in
a
gold
fistful
coin.
of rolled up pennies, just like.
Rolled up pennies.
Oh shit! I'm writing this down because I actually have an idea now from that.
Get you a
Look at
trash
that.
can.
I'm gonna go to an ad real quick just so I could write this down. We're gonna be right back.
My name's Mulu. That stands for My Unique Life Unleashed. I'm from Uniontown, PA. Hell yeah! Okay, hell yeah!
Again, yo, what's up? We're back.
Yo.
And if you're just joining us, we're kicking it with the homeboy Wvlf Jones at Bunchable Studios.
Yeah.
And we've been having a good ass conversation. We've even had some questions from the comments section. So please keep those coming in, and make sure that you're following him at Wvlf Jones. And hold on, let me pull that up real quick so the people can see that. Make sure you follow the homie. On what, Instagram? Is it Twitter?
I forgot there was a screen behind me.
There
Anyway.
we go, right there. That's I got it up there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So make sure that you hit him up on there.
What all platforms can they find you at with that name?
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I need to make another Discord. And then I got it on YouTube. Snapchat is fucked up. I've been trying to change that, but they still have it.
Now, do you have like a web page set up that everybody can find you at?
I got a link tree.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a link tree, but other than that,
make
it's
sure
on
you
the
send
profile
us
for
that
each
as
one.
well.
Yeah, say
Make sure you send that as
well.
well, and we'll make sure that we post it up so people can
Got a
hit you up.
TikTok too, but I'll be using that bitch.
You know, I had a little spree. I was going through TikTok helped me get a little bit out of my depression actually, because it let me
That's
do
fair.
my little skits and shit. And I was like making myself laugh, made some other people laugh, and I started getting back into like becoming plugged back in instead of my unplugged phase. Because I just felt like everything I would post, I was like, no, don't post that, don't say that, don't. And then like I was just watching TikToks finally because I was so against it, and I started watching them, and I'm like laughing at shit, and I'm like I could do some of these, like.
Yeah.
And I like thought I would think of like funny jokes. I'd run them by my brother or something. He'd be like, "Yo, that's funny," and I'm like, "I'm gonna try it." And so many things would just sit in my drafts. Like I'm not gonna post this. And I finally started posting. And people fucked with a couple of them. Then I just stopped. Now everything's just like music related. But I'm gonna get back into some skits.
I suck at TikTok.
I used to do shit like that when I was a kid, anyways.
Yeah.
We gotta
So
link
it's
him up
like
with
to
Perp.
make an app that where you can, make your little jokes now with the movies that you quoted all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
it's fun to do them. I have ideas that I still haven't done just because I'm like, I don't want to do it. But
Especially if you
like-
have like a kid, you know what I mean? Like a parent with a kid or
Yeah.
whatever. I'd be doing mad TikTok.
I think it's a fun thing to do. I'm not like crazy hard on that.
That's Perp. Perp somehow
Crazy
gets on
Eyes
TikTok
Club.
and blows it up.
What you talking about?
Talk about
click on the fucking ad. My eyes look all
I
nuts.
get people sending me TikToks.
You get in the
and
zone
cracking me up.
sometimes when you perform and you just look nuts, bro. Like you ever get in that flood? Like you can feel it in your face, like you're in a pocket, but you're like, I don't give a fuck. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
some
You're
of
just
the
going
you
off.
be
bro.
some
making
of the
some
looks
wild-ass
he was
faces,
giving
bro.
me in the camera whenever we was
At
down
the Millville
Millville.
shit. Oh man, I was in the
fucking-
zone.
I was fucking dying.
I was in
I'm
the
just
zone,
sitting
bro.
there like filming, and I'm like,
Right.
I was in the zone of a Millville. Like the crowd was
Yeah.
on it,
Fucking-
everybody was loud. I was just in it. I'm cheersing people. Fucking, let's
Oh
get it.
yeah.
he had this like, I'm determined or I may shit myself face.
Oh, he got jokes.
He sold the
I had
shirt
a ball
off
in
of
there.
his
You
back.
can see him in the clips. That's a face of a
Like-
madman going in.
Yeah, that's epic there. Selling the
Yeah,
shirt off
all
of
the
your
greats,
back.
all the greats have a picture of them looking like they're about to shit themselves. while
Oh,
they're on
yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
It's just the artist in the zone face.
Sasha-
He said,
nah,
and from
you
that
wanna
day
see-
since he's worn Pampers.
He's like, I
You
just
Sasha
work
Fierce.
out with
Look
them.
up
Sasha,
guitar
she looks
faces.
possessed.
Yeah, oh man.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're in the zone, bro, like you don't give a fuck what you look like. You're
Nah,
like,
Guitar faces
man.
be looking
that's
fucked up.
freedom, dog. That's like
Mhm.
full
Yeah.
freedom. That's what Nina Simone said. That shit. Like freedom is like the feeling of being up on stage. I'm paraphrasing like a motherfucker, but like being on stage is like you're unleashed, bro. Like
Let it roll.
Said,
as
"I'm
long as you're not
paraphrasing
scared,
like
bro,
a
yeah.
motherfucker."
Shameless plug.
Let
My
it roll.
unique life unleashed.
Hey.
I got a hoodie on real quick. You could be like, nah.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, we got beanies and t-shirts and all that stuff. MuluMusic.com. But that's not what we're here for.
Nah, that we're not.
We're here for the Homie Wvlf Jones. And I got a question. Because I was looking some stuff up when you was on your way here. And the concept of like play in your work. Like, and people will always say like you should find a way to include play in your work. I remember when I went to Full Sail, there was like a psychology class on that. So how do you incorporate play into your work? Like what do you consider as like the play form?
So how do I incorporate play?
Yeah.
Honestly, the whole process. I don't really have a whole lot of free time, and so I'm like on my bullshit whenever I'm writing.
Yeah.
But then like during the recording process, like me and James, we be goofing off the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
It's a good, good
There's
vibes.
hella
Good energy
outtakes.
makes good shit. Oh, in the recording process, I couldn't tell you how many times that Ben got like a clip of me that he'll just like play, he'll throw it in the song secretly. Like,
Right.
you hear it, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, don't do that. Don't keep that there. Please don't put that.
I got one song where like I stopped the whole track just to howl.
Oh,
You say you dropped at the howl, just to
Yeah.
like hit him with the wolf. But that's hard. I'm surprised you don't hit him with
me
the howl
too.
more.
Yeah.
Like it said,
Hit him with the
it
Rampage
said you
Jackson.
have
Who?
doubts,
Yeah.
but then I stretched it out like a fucking wolf or some shit.
And then you should have just fucking.
Hit
And
that
then you just
rampage.
drop right back into the fucking song.
I'm telling you, that would be hard.
I think, yeah.
I'm not saying you gotta do it in every track, but like hit him with the Rampage
At least
Jackson
an
one time.
intro. At least
them
the
with the Rampage
beginning,
Jackson
first
one
track.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's
Yeah,
important
you
Play
need
in
a good
general.
ad lib.
Huh?
I said you need a good like ad lib catchphrase thing.
Yeah. Do something
um,
like an action movie.
Yeah.
you gotta hit him with the J. Cole, the bitch.
Mhm.
I think that's my new ad. Should I hit him with the bitch? Yeah. So do you have a favorite designer as far as like because I know we're bouncing in and out. You do music and you do a clothing line, so like my questions are a little back and forth. I'm not like
Fujiwara. I got on the Virgil Abloh way too late.
yeah.
I only learned about him after the fact for real. But going back and looking at his work, looking at the different things that he was able to design and obtain and pull off. And like this man went through like 3 or 4 different brands before actually landing on something that he really fucked with.
Yeah.
And so that was motivational in itself. But then in terms of Fujiwara, like I mean, look at modern culture. Look at the fucking studio.
Yeah.
Like this man's a genius.
Yeah. He got a good aesthetics. Do you do like have you done any pop-ups or anything like that yet with your clothes?
I plan to over the next year.
Yeah.
I've been real focused on the online retail,
Yeah.
and so I haven't had enough physical merchandise in one spot.
So you're doing like a whole like revamp of your
Yeah.
clothing line stuff.
Yeah, so there's going to be I'm trying to do like physical location, trying to do like outsources and collabs, trying to do pop-up shops.
Mhm.
I want to help out with music events, shit like that.
Nice. Community shit.
Just get things really out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of clothing and whatnot, we got a pretty wicked collab coming up.
Yeah, this
We've been
China shop
working on,
collection.
Oh man.
This
Yeah,
China shop collection about to be fucking hard. I'm thinking about denim. I'm thinking about track stuff, tees, long sleeves, shorts.
Yeah.
What do you think about like swimwear, like bikinis, swim shorts?
yeah, we can do it.
Tis the season, my man.
Yeah, I mean, we
whichever,
can-
whichever.
I'm about anything.
So that's actually another question that I did have because like you guys talked about it being like a collection. It's a collaboration. How do you go about putting stuff together for like a collection? What do you see? What do you look for as far as like in your designs? Like, oh yeah, these go together. I want to drop these designs together. Or is it more about this, like what you were saying, denim and stuff?
So
Is it fabric or design?
what it goes on for me happens after the fact. Like then I can kind of picture like the overall aesthetics. Is it going to be like graphics behind the graphics? Is it going to be layered? Is it meant to be in a layered kind of thing? So like judging that kind of helps me out with colorways because like you get the black denim jacket with the red long sleeve and then the white tee or something, or the black tee, and that's a fit. But you also have all 4 seasons covered.
Okay.
But for me, it's the graphics first. So I start with like a thread, and I'll kind of go back, nitpick, adjust, and whichever ones stand out the most, I'll make variants of for colorways, for design elements, iterations. So like for me, it's like not shit to have like 40 plus designs.
Oh, for
See,
3
my-
or 4 days, our chat log was nothing but just pictures and videos. He's sending me, yeah, I got this color, this
Yeah,
color,
you be
this
grinding,
color.
bro. Your work ethic is very.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I told him. I
on
was
point,
like,
man.
it is unreal.
Yeah, you be busting out
How
designs.
quick
Like
you
you even,
get
I was
to-
watching. I seen some of them, the China, the bull shop.
Yeah.
I was like, I have to figure out some shit. You actually, it's like the stuff that I started designing now. You have pushed me to like, okay, you gotta think outside the box of just like, oh, my logo's here, or my cartoon guys here. Like, what can I do to make
Yeah.
something that people want to wear and be like, this is hard. So
Yeah.
like between you and my girl Fee, like you guys helped me kind of get to where I'm at right now with some designs. Cause like I come from, I dress like this all the time. Like
Yeah.
I be she be like, yo, you ain't matching at all. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm comfortable. Like,
Real.
you know, I got my hoodies. Like usually when I was growing up, it was graphic shirts, graphic t-shirts and shit like that. So everything in my brain when it comes to making something is like that.
Yeah.
And then I see y'all stuff and I'm like, man, like how can I make my logos more like, but you know,
Bless you.
yeah, bless you. I do like the style of the graphic tee still, but like I think how you make your designs is sick. Like,
So like I said, my influences for sure, like Nike, Vans, Adidas,
Yeah.
Stussy, Supreme.
the skater stuff.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, I wasn't a skater growing up, but it's
Facts. It was the
caught me.
style, bro. Like, cause like I didn't skate. I mean, I would like ride the board. You know what I mean, I wasn't no
Yeah.
like big
He said
skater.
I kick.
I'm more like camera guy,
Yeah,
but
and
like I'll
coach.
try to follow you with the camera before I'm doing any
Right.
tricks. But like I always fucked with the style, the CCS magazines, and like we were talking about the other day, like stuff like that, man. My boy, my boy put me onto that, and I was like, that's where I got my graphic T-shirts and shit from. Like,
Nah, that's what I strive to do. That's what I strive to do with that chat is make people think differently or like
Yeah.
go into a train of thought. Because first of all, I have no way to catalog everything that I fucking do, watch, think about. Like it's literally like
Yeah.
I'll stop in the middle of a task and work on another task.
Yeah.
Because it's just shit is always popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm just saying, bro. You guys can when you sit next to each other, it's like every tab open. You got windows after
Literally.
window open. Like, I just got to switch through it. Your brain's just like,
literally. And
I love it. It's a
think-
gift and a curse.
I
Yeah.
think that most creatives are ADHD at minimum.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Just because the amount of shit that you have to spastically do,
yeah,
that's not a normal person unless they're very methodical.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
even still, there's a
Still, like it's a lot of unpredictable shit in the journey.
Right.
You can plan it out to the T, but you don't know.
like mad
It's
scientist
like
or some
fighting.
shit.
Yeah, like it's just. I always said, it's like fighting. Yeah, like how you say you get punched. You got to plan till you get punched in the face. You got to plan fully. Fucking like we're good. Nothing's fucking this up.
Yeah.
And then the grind's just like, oh, ha. That's like, you're like, oh shit. Dropped all your plans.
Time to
fucking-
adjust.
you gotta
Time
pick
to
shit
adjust.
back up. Like, oh shit. Like, I gotta fight this thing and pick my shit back up.
No, see, like
Got to learn on the fly.
Yeah.
so I started freelancing, doing like graphic design and shit. I did a lot of cover art for like West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, and Florida artists.
Yeah.
Like mostly like SoundCloud / underground. I
People
didn't really
underground.
strive for higher because I didn't have the confidence starting out.
Yeah.
Now I have the confidence, but I don't have the time to correspond so much. And you got to stay in touch. You can't just be popping back up like, oh yeah, I changed this,
Yeah.
because they're gonna be like, yeah, no, I could have had this shit like 2 days ago. And that was my problem. I ended up shutting down graphic design because I was getting backlogged too damn much.
Right.
So that's not even the service I offer no more unless it's like pre-existing people.
Yeah. It's all like, yeah, it's scheduling is hard for me. Like,
Yeah.
I can't, like, even if you tell yourself, like, I got these clients, I'm gonna fuck. That's why it was hard for me with the merch. It's trying to like ship it and get it to people. I was like, I gotta wait, I gotta refocus and figure out how I'm gonna do it properly.
Well, see, I learned about Teespring because of you.
Yeah, Teespring was like the easiest
And
way
so that was the first brand that I did.
to start out with, like learning the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I started on Teespring, then I was on King Custom. Now I have my own site.
Yeah.
Which I have that hooked up for fulfillment because like it's easy to get overwhelmed whenever you're hand doing, hand shipping,
Yeah.
hand printing, hand labeling, like
And then
there's-
doing all your other
it's a
business
process
as well.
Right,
Then you gotta
yeah.
worry about how it's packaged, how it looks when it's packaged.
Yeah.
Like
There's a lot that goes into it.
it's a lot.
So how do you juggle all the hats you wear from like designing and music, and you find it hard to do all that?
At best, I get like 7 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Typically, it's like 4 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty much up the whole damn day.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I give myself like a brain schedule.
It's just all up here. Like, okay, it's time to tune
Yeah,
out
it's
real
like
quick.
at these hours I should be active in this. At
I
these
think
hours, I
from
need
so
to-
much trial and error and like hitting walls and stuff, you start to, as long as you're self-aware, you start to recognize like, oh, I gotta dial back real quick. Or I gotta like, I was just watching Mindhunters the other day, and dude had panic attacks, and then it was like, now you just gotta pay attention for the signs so that you don't go into panic attacks.
There you go.
So it's like similar, like, okay, now you just have to know, oh, this is what I feel like when I usually hit a wall or when I'm crashing.
You got to know yourself.
It's time to switch off or go switch into something else type shit.
Yeah.
But it is hard to, I find it hard to juggle sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
It catches shit falls sometimes.
It's a capital bitch.
Facts, all caps. So yeah, if you're just joining us, we're sorry, I gotta like to make sure when there's new people, if I see new people coming in, we got the homie Wvlf Jones. He's here to talk about his grind. He's doing music. He's doing his own clothing line. I don't even like to say merch because like I feel like you have a whole other like monster there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You
know
got
what
a
I'm
whole
saying?
deal.
Like seeing your grind and all that stuff. It's like you have your music and you're great in your music, but you also fucking have a bomb ass
Major
clothing line that people don't
assortment.
even know is about to hit yet.
I'm still adding stuff. I still got to add a kids section. I still got to add more summer stuff.
Yeah.
I'm real picky, and so it kind of makes it hard at times because like I have a specific type of look, but also a specific quality that I shoot for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to have my stuff printed on like Gildan shirts unless it's just what I have on hand.
Right.
Like if I'm doing a quick order,
Ain't nothing
But-
wrong with knowing what you want.
I like
Right.
to use
Yeah.
like soft,
You have
airy.
your particular. That's like your.
Yeah.
It's your brand. So
You
like
know what
people
you want.
know
You're gonna
this is
get
the
what you
quality
want.
I'm getting when I shop with Mood Season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm excited to see what you do with it and seeing the drops that come out.
Right
Yeah,
now, there's like
me too.
220 plus products available.
220 plus price. Yeah, you've been putting in mad fucking work. Now these are all dropping at once, or are you gonna be doing them in like?
Some were already on the site, but like I said, I haven't added the other categories yet.
Mm-hmm.
But so far, there's probably like a good 40 or 50 new designs
And
that
people
are
can,
going to be available when the site relaunches.
people can find that on your link tree.
Yeah,
Is there like
Yeah.
a specific website?
I got them cross-linked.
Okay.
So I set up my artist and I set up my business. Both of them feed to each other.
Mhm.
So inside of the Wvlf Jones tree, there's a Mood Season apparel link.
Of
Inside of
course.
Mood Season, there's a Wvlf Jones.
Yes.
As well
What's
as
what's the link tree?
a what?
What's the link tree?
Linktree / Wvlf Jones.
Make sure you look at it. We have another question in the comments: quality or quantity?
Both.
Both of them. That's what I always
Both.
say.
I'd say the quality has to take precedent first.
Yes.
And so from there, you can judge your quantity. If you can do it on large scale, excellent. But at the same note,
Sometimes
for
the
example,
small
like things that
scale
like
stuff-
Adidas have fumbled on releasing too much at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to make sure that even if it's all quality, if the quantity of shit that people are viewing is too damn much,
Yeah.
and your navigation is
Remember
off
the
or whatever,
attention
like,
span of the consumer.
Right,
That
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I
You
want
can't
like
overwhelm
15
people.
different things. I'm gonna just come back when I can decide on one, and
Yeah.
then they forget.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Um,
about hitting them in spurts.
Which that plays with your conversion rates a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just another little piece of business advice. Make sure that your
It's a both
navigation and appearance.
Pay attention to
very
this guy
solid,
over
yeah.
here, guys.
That's like I be obsessing over the website sometimes, trying to make sure like it's people can find what they need to find.
This this season drop, and then this rebrand has stressed me the fuck out, bro. Like
Yeah.
it was supposed to be 1 week. I'm on like week 3 right now. I'm damn near a month in, and there's still shit that I need to change and add.
The perfectionist
But
syndrome.
the site's gonna be completely different.
Yeah.
Like there's graphics and all types of shit on there now. I got shit playing in the background.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You
dope.
can't rush perfection, man.
That's
You
it.
know
Yeah,
how
I
you
was
wanna
gonna
do
say
it, man.
you know when it takes longer, it's only gonna be better.
If you ain't happy
It
with
just
it,
means
don't
that
let
you-
it go.
It just means that you care about what you're
That's
putting
it,
out.
man.
You care about the consumer. You care about your art. You care about what you're putting out.
Very fair.
And that's awesome.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
some people just do it for the cash grab.
Oh yeah.
And you're doing like you're taking your time to make it an actual line.
And we know who you are.
But I did put we put the link tree in the comments. So if you can see it in the comments, make sure you hit up Wvlf Jones. Follow him on everything that you can follow him on. Check out his store and everything he got up now. And be ready for the new drops, because I'm telling you, I saw some of them designs and I'm excited to see how people,
I feel like we should
Dope.
sneak peek them one.
A little something.
I don't have anything on there to pull up, so
Well,
that's up to him. I don't.
So
yeah.
how will we go about that?
what do you think, man?
Just send a picture over or some shit, or
Go hold it up to
Just
the
pull it up
you
to
can
the
just-
camera.
Go hold it up to the camera.
We're not that fancy, bro.
Nah,
Not
yeah,
yet.
I was like,
Not
you over
yet.
there flashing stuff on the screen.
I
What you want me
mean,
to
I
do?
got,
Guerrilla
if you
warfare.
airdrop it, I could possibly finesse it. But instead of playing all that, we'll just flash it in the camera.
How we get down, baby.
Put it in the overlay. Boom, right in the smack dab center. And what's I got a question that I thought was good, a good one. Maybe it's not, but what's the best advice that you've been given? Like, if you could think
That
of
is a
any
good
advice that
question.
you've got, like, what's the best advice
That's
in
passing
general?
wisdom.
Yeah.
Spit some game.
Stay out of your own way.
Yeah.
That
I
and
know.
learn when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Bro, I be
Both
saying
direct
that all the
quotes.
time.
Yeah.
I need to know when to shut the fuck up. I've been learning. I've been doing better.
Actually, I think those came
I'm-
from the same person.
My grandpa. My grandpa. 2 ears, 1 mouth. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Literally.
I like that.
That's what he'd tell me.
My dad was just always like, don't, stay out of your own way, pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much like, the only person who's gonna stop you, bro, is you.
You. That's it, man.
Like, it started with basketball games. He'd be like, don't let the ref take you out of your game. Don't let the ref take you out of your game. And like that
Yeah,
applies
no, your
to
dad.
everything.
Fight the ref.
Yeah, like beat the
Yeah,
ref's
go
ass.
ahead.
Like, nah, he would get so mad because, like, you get fouls called that you don't think are fouls and shit like that. And he's like, hey, you start playing shitty when you listen to,
Yeah.
like, and you're in that mindset. And he's like, get out of your way, get out of your own way, bro.
Yeah.
You're letting the refs take you out of the game. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't care about what the refs saying.
I'm excited.
You
I'd
sneak
be
peeking?
showing that one.
You sneak peeking?
Yeah.
You going
I
camera
was
it?
like, hit him in the camera.
Hit him in the camera?
Making you get up.
Yeah,
you
they're
gotta
pretty
work.
fly.
You gotta work for this, bro.
They're so crazy.
You gotta
Oh, man,
work
it
for the
gets better,
promo.
believe me.
We ain't fancy. Bang. Look at that. Oh, back it up a little bit. Where you at it? No, bring it up some. I just said a little bit. All right, stop right there.
I'll move it
All right.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, don't look at the TV because it's off a second.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's just a little bit of flavor. Throw some fire in the chat, bro. I'm telling you, these shirts is about to look fire.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. And that's just a little.
If y'all can't tell,
Little peek.
that's why
Little
I'm not no damn athlete. I am not coordinated.
peek.
I don't know how these fucking TikTokers do that shit.
Like,
I'll
you
get
gotta
back
do
to
it
that.
backwards. Like, you definitely don't play with your stuff flipped. Like when you're playing games, it's like not inverted controls. You
Yeah,
definitely don't do that. So what's next for Wvlf? I know you said you got some projects, but like, what's next as far as like your direction where you want to go, man? What can people expect to see in the next month or two?
So new merchandise.
Yes.
I'm trying to get that done in the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously roll out the album. Thinking about CDs, posters, shirts. of
Doing it
course.
properly. Doing a whole rollout.
Yeah, have like a proper rollout.
Yeah.
You know, and then other than that, trying to get more involved in background stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of fade back just a little bit and really focus on business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna disappear for a split second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna try to stay.
You leave them with something to step to.
Right.
You leave them with something to digest, and then you go do what you got to do.
Right.
You're doing, I feel like you're doing it right. You're setting
And
it
I
up
think
for.
that's also how this project got to like 20 tracks.
Yeah.
Because he's like, all right, there's enough content. I'll be back.
I'm gonna give you something
Yeah.
big, and then I'm gonna step back and do what I need to do.
Right.
Yeah, as
like,
long as they digest it in pieces how they should,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it'll
It's-
keep
it's
them
definitely,
satiated.
like, It can play through, but I know people's attention span.
Yeah.
But it works because
And even if it's a playthrough, that's like potentially like an hour and a half playthrough.
there's like 3 or 4 sections of different sounds in the album.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole full length
And so
project.
you got different brackets that you can kind of lock into
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
That's what's up. I'm excited to hear it. You say you got skits and everything to connect everything. So like, I love a good album with skits.
Me too.
So what kind of sound can we expect from it? I know you said a little bit of the Bastard Wolf, a little bit, but if you had to, break it down for somebody who didn't understand Bastard Wolf and all that, what can we expect from the project? And what's it named?
Project's called Something Slight.
Something Slight.
And then sounds, we got some jazzy shit in there, but we also have like my big thing is gotta have bass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's a quiet beat. It's
So
gotta be loud
bang.
in some kind of way, but it's also like it's gotta knock the fucking mirrors on the car.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
He
So
said, I
love
want to
that kind of
ride.
shit.
my
So probably
music."
like melodic, but also there's like some real gritty shit.
Mm-hmm.
King Kong in the trunk.
Just kind of playing around, just enjoying the project.
Yeah. So it's like, it's you over the span of 10 years. I'm excited to hear it. Do you got any album art or nothing, anything like that ready? Or you leaked any of that yet?
I leaked out the album art, but I might fuck around and change it.
You about to hit him with the Marvel switch around?
Oh, the Marvel.
I
Yeah,
might-
hit him with the
I might
Marvel
switch it.
action.
So we shall see. It makes a dope graphic, but I'm also in a little bit of a different pocket at the moment with the type of designs that I want to put out.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
We
website
had
got
some
posters
love
and
in the
shit, too.
comments section for your clothes is coming up for the sneak preview. It's always funny to watch it. There we go. It's
Hey,
wavy.
thank you.
And we hit him with what? What's this?
I think that was actually called Wavy.
He said that was that. So yeah, she's tuned in like that. She knew already what you was naming. There's another. I don't know. Maybe you know what that is. Is that some fashion shit? Like I don't know.
Okay.
But you're getting a lot of love. And the design is definitely. That's only a piece. Y'all ain't even seen that yet.
Nah.
I'm excited for your job. I'm always excited to see homies like flourish and
Yeah.
see them do what they need to be doing. And
Yeah.
you're the connection that you have to what you put out is solid and it's genuine, and I appreciate you.
that's why I've loved like since we've linked back up watching like how much love you really get everywhere you perform.
Oh man, yeah, it's sometimes it's overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
You can't
wow.
hate on someone that
But
works
it's like
hard,
cool,
man.
Everybody that really appreciates the shit that you do as an
Yeah.
artist, like
Yeah.
I said the other day when we was driving, like it's like a UFC fighter. You train like when you're local still, you train for this like big fight. There's these shows, and then you finally get the show, and then the lights and the crowd, and you
Yeah.
punch lines, and then you gotta go back to just training and the shit that people don't always get
I
to
can't
see.
wait till Friday because you two both.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
I
same
always love
card.
being
That's
on the
gonna be
same
lit.
page as this dude, bro. Like, it's always good energy off rip. So like and I don't know what the full lineup is. I don't remember what the full lineup is, but or the order of the lineup. But I know no matter what, just everybody that brings what they bring to the table, it's gonna be a good night.
Oh yeah.
It will truly be a
lit.
night to remember.
Gonna be lit.
You
It's gonna
got
be litty too.
you got another song you want to play him?
Yeah, hit him with the other song. Is this another exclusive like new joint?
Yeah.
We gotta put the banner back up.
Let's.
It's exclusive Wvlf Jones.
Where do you
time.
come for the exclusive? Right
You come
here.
straight to Bullshittin with Jesse
You
Mulu.
come
You never
right
know what you're gonna
here.
get on Bullshittin with Jesse Mulu. That's the beauty of the bullshitting aspect. Of it.
Welcome to it.
You never know. Never know. And I'm not gonna funk flex this one. I'm just gonna
Alright.
like shut up and let it
I'm gonna
go.
play this one.
We're about to vibe out. Leave some fire in the
I
comments.
used to dance with the devil. I had the shovel in my hands, trying to bury some sins until it's so we meet again. Simply a train by some metal. I see trouble busting in. I guess when time comes to end, can recognize the old friends. I used to dance with the devil. I had the shovel in my hands, trying to bury some sins until it's so we meet again. Simply a train by some metal. I see trouble busting in. I guess when time comes to end, can recognize the old friends. The loyalty of bitch to get you killed in a day. Not in the terms of crimes, the homie, but watch how it's betrayed. The same gorillas riding with you, metamorph in a snake. They try to call you yellow belly cause the way that you gave. Operate your own quarter, so damage your play. This shit is Babylon, a shadow of death. A damn shame, I feel the local fame and work my ignore reports, the bill reporters score a petty clown. Grab inside a barrel, make the arrow hit with every time. Statistically, we're gifted, be convinced about demonic minds. Why I choose to grind the silence, violence flying through my mind. Dance with the devil, I had the shovel in my hands, trying to bury some sins. Until it's so we meet again, simply a trend by some metal. I seen trouble busting in.
Exclusive Wvlf Jones, baby.
I used to dance with the devil, I had the shovel in my hands, trying to bury some sins. Until it's so we meet again, simply a trend by some metal.
Get my Tim Westwood on.
You can try your whole life to hover over, keep it centralized. Ain't no stopping karma, that bitch fucking till she's satisfied. Keep my thoughts dark until the darkest exits off my mind. Make them sell barn to hope this ricochet removes the light. Demons from the scenes, I'm hearing screams just time I close my eyes. They go on repeat, I'm feeling weak and hit something with courage. Not an alcoholic. Problem is I got solid burdens. Let me slow down, recollect. I can't remember shit. Jumps from the head to the waist. Don't think I'm made for this. Best friends inside a closed casket. I might prepare a bit. All you wolves, the reason why bastard was acting childish. Fuck, now I think I'm deflecting, saying selective shit. All my paranoia, traumatic matter, fact, sucking dick.
Oh my God, bro.
I used to dance with the devil. I had the shovel in my hands, trying to bury some sin. Until it's so we meet again, simply a trend by some metal. I seen trouble.
A whole vibe.
It's definitely my favorite joint, dog. Like,
No doubt, I'm
the
digging
vibe
it.
is sick.
I can tell you're like very selective about your beats. Like all of your beats have to be like you're very correct when you say loud. Like in some way, every one of them has to either you're going loud on it because of its like presence, or the beat itself is really like the presence itself.
There you go, right there.
Hey,
Backyard barbecue bops. The alliteration is on point in that
was,
comment.
that same last show, I actually had motherfuckers dancing with me to that shit.
Yeah, bro. That's that one. I fuck
That's
with
a
that.
good
What
one.
was the name of that one?
Old friends.
Old Friends. I hear a lot of the self reflection and your like journal type rhymes in there.
Yeah.
I like that one, bro. I'm excited for the full length project. And
Like,
I'm
that literally-
excited for the flow. You said you got skits, so I know it's about the flow, right? Like you're doing it for real. So, and I know that shit's hard to do because I wanted to try to do that, and I was like, I just don't have the story there to like weave it. You know what I mean? Not yet, but that I'm excited to hear what the fuck you do with it.
Nah, see, like, I don't know, like early on, people would gas me up
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "Hey, yo, you like West East Kendrick?" I'd be like, "No, I'm not. I
So
will
don't
never
do
be."
that. Don't do that.
But in terms of like how I approach art and shit, I've been turning to my influences and my mentors a lot.
Of course, man.
Because it's just like, oh,
You can hear the
shit,
Kendrick
like,
and you can hear the TDE influence and like
Mm.
I think beat selection,
Yeah.
how you approach the beat and how you attack the beat. I think that you hear a lot of that TDE influence in there, or like even the Big L because it's the attack. You know, there's some flows like that one you could get a little Big L flavor in the attack of it.
That was
I
mean
enjoyed,
right there.
yeah, I enjoyed that track
me too.
thoroughly. From the hook to the verses, the beat
Yeah.
selection, the flow into the singing part at the end,
Top to bottom.
the
Yeah.
content of it. From what I
That
could
song-
catch, I thought it was good.
that song I think I actually wrote before or after a fucking anxiety attack, low key.
Mm.
Because like I got depressive symptoms, I got fucking anxiety, I got PTSD, all types of shit going on.
Yeah,
And so like when you hear the aggressive ass songs, it's an aggressive ass moment. When you
Mhm.
hear the dissonant songs, it's a dissonant ass moment. Like
yeah,
this
makes
shit
it more
is
relatable.
actually in the song.
People
not
go
just,
through that shit.
"Oh yeah, I want to make the vibe with this."
Yeah, like
No.
you're really feeling these things. That's the beauty of being like a journal, because like you get to capture your raw feelings, even if you got to go back to like tweak some shit. But you get to capture the raw feelings of something, or you can even go back to that in your mind, like how actors do, and they got to crash it. They think of their moments and shit, but you like
Mhm.
thinking of your real life shit. Like this beat puts me in this mindset. What have I felt before that I can feel that when I hear this beat? And then you're writing off inspiration of some shit you already went through. So like, I love the journaling aspect of writers. You can tell when somebody's like a rapper or a writer. You know what I mean? And it's like I definitely feel.
I
you're a
wanted
writer.
to hit a blunt rolling down the road.
Hell yeah, barbecue
right
bops, backyard barbecue bops, alliteration.
No doubt.
Who's your favorite? Who's your dream
Smoke
collab?
that.
You said what?
Who's your dream collab? Like if you could pick anybody, to like do a track with.
Are we doing Dead or
Fuck,
Alive
man,
or
that's like
no?
another top 20 list. Like,
Like if you could fucking one train it. It's like now you put like 80 people on a ASAP Rocky beat.
all right, so I learned this one shit that Dr. Dre does where he actually tailors each song based off the sounds of the voices, sounds of the beats,
Yeah.
the instruments get tweaked and everything.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, damn, let me organize some shit like that. And so I'm real nitpicky when it comes to who's on songs.
Mm-hmm. So I'm honored to be on one.
And so if I could put like one song together where like this the only time I'm gonna deal with the industry type shit,
Yeah.
I put Fushi, Isaiah Rashad, Tyler the Creator, and Schoolboy Q.
That's a crazy track. Y'all know who Fushi is?
Oh,
Don't want to go off the deep end on that one.
Fushi's hard. She's
Little bit
like,
out.
I know very little, but I know enough to know like she's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. She be doing like that. I think I saw something though she posted. It was like more of the metal shit. Like she was singing and went into some metal shit. Maybe I'm thinking about somebody else.
I don't know.
I think I seen it the other day. If it's who I think we're talking about.
Another song though would be like I say BK the Ruler, Starlito, and then the last person would probably be Vince Staples or Danny Brown.
Danny Brown would be a crazy.
Just because, like,
I
think
need
about
Triple
all that
X
shit to be
Danny
mixing
Brown, though.
together. You
I
know what I
need
mean? Like, it
Triple
wouldn't
X
be
Danny.
about me. It'd
Yeah,
just be
you
like,
just
nah,
have
this-
orchestrating the
I'll make the beat.
craziness. Yeah, like put it together. I put these people in the same room.
Don Tripp and Starlito are two of my favorite rappers.
Step Brothers is a fucking classic.
Oh
series.
man,
He be playing it all the time.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. I say my favorite track is Gorilla by Don Tripp. And then for Starlito, Live from the Kitchen. Mental Warfare, that's like a core memory for me.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I would like to do a song with like Denzel Curry and Jid. Or I would like to do, of course, like I would love to be the person to bring J. Cole and Kendrick together on a track,
Facts.
obviously. But I would definitely like to do a track with Denzel Curry because I love the energy he brings to the songs.
I want to do a track with like the 21 Savages of the world. So I guess that's another one of the like dream collabs.
I feel it. I don't
21
say
Savage and
I like 21 Savage on the Donald Glover joint. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but I play it all the time.
now in terms of overall work with
Yeah.
in any dimension, Childish Gambino.
Oh fuck yeah. I fucking
Childish Gambino.
that's somebody I plan on. I gotta do at least a track with that dude.
Just cause like
Let
think
me get
about
on
it.
Atlanta, bro.
Think about it, like even fuck the acting, bro.
yeah,
Like have your own show.
yeah.
Or like you know what I mean? Like this man does so much wild shit
Yeah.
and then there's a studio.
He's one of my biggest inspirations as far like because at first I was like everybody else when you first seen him on the XXL cover. I remember I worked at Circle K. XXL came out with a cover with him on it, and I was like, I literally just watched this man stand up like a week ago.
Yeah.
He ain't rapping, bro. And then I finally listened to it, like the Freaks and Geeks, and then I listened to Camp. Oh my gosh, bro! And I was like, it's just crazy sounds, and he's singing, he's rapping, he got bars, and I don't know why people act like he don't got bars, but he got bars. And then watching him act, he's a writer on shows, and like the more you like look into him, the more you find out that he's just like had his hands in so much shit. It's such an inspiration to be like, let me go fucking create in any fucking way that I possibly can, you know. Let me go write little show things, or let me go write ideas down, and let me jot these skits down that I have,
My
poems and raps, and just experimenting with beats.
I call him my twin cousin. He put me on to Childish Gambino like way back in the day, back when he was still like Troy.
Yeah, fucking Community. Yeah.
You know, and so I've been able to kind of watch from that perspective. And
Yeah.
it's like watching like Kanye, except without the wild shit going on.
Yeah.
Because literally, like everything he touches turns to gold.
Oh yeah.
If it goes underrated, even better.
Yeah.
And then just the fact that as an artist, he can make Atlanta, he can do shit with community, he
Yeah.
can do all these.
He just
crazy
has so many
things,
ways to tap
has his
into
hands in
shit.
everything.
Yeah.
And then he also made Freaks and Geeks, Redbone, and This Is America.
Because he's gonna write comedy.
And
He can
Sweatpants.
write serious shit. He can act in both of those, and then some. His singing is great. I feel like people try to talk shit on his singing when he did it. He made the transition. It's just because people are so afraid of change. When
Yeah.
you switch up from like because of the internet. But I always said if you listen to Camp, I don't know why you'd be shocked at some of the stuff he's dropped after
But
because
like
of the
Camp and
internet.
Royalty both.
Like, yeah, he was singing, he was doing a lot of pop stuff. He was also giving you bars, so it was like he was just showing you he could do everything. So why wouldn't you expect him to do everything? You
Right.
know? That's awful. Childish Gambino is one of my favorite. The dynamic duo. What's up, Pops? Shout out to my dad in the chat.
Hey,
My second dad.
Yeah, he always shows up in the, I'm still waiting for him to kick in the door one time, just like in the middle of a joint. Like,
Oh man.
oh, you about to upset now. But no, fucking shout out to Pops. Essential to the journey. He was at the show. He was front row. That was pretty cool. And shout out to Millville Music Festival for having me.
It was a
I want to
great
come back
time.
down to Morgantown though, man. I'm trying to. I want
Yeah.
to come back down and do another show out there because that shit was fun.
I love coming down
we
and
gonna
filming
have
you
to
guys.
facilitate that
That
for
we can
sure.
chop it up. That's an off-camera whiteboard talk, but
Oh, you're gonna say white boy.
Yeah.
no.
So that's a white boy talk right there.
Pops is bringing his bars. I always tell him bring them. We got the studio.
Dude, yeah, I can't wait until he gets in the booth.
He's gonna have to eventually drop bars, and I'm not ghostwriting these ones.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shots fired.
Oh no.
He don't write his raps. I'll write them raps.
He's gonna come out with a diss track on you now.
Bro,
He
diss
actually-
tracks.
plot
I had
twist,
a
he
whole
actually
diss
wrote that.
album.
I had somebody write a diss track about me,
Oh no.
and I dissed them back, and then it was a whole fucking spectacle.
I had a whole diss album called Birds Coming to Roost, and I didn't drop it because I was like, what the fuck is the point in stirring the pot?
Yeah, he's like, it's just in case you're like Batman though. You have like, everybody's weakness.
said-
You got a bar
he
for
said, "Go on,
everybody."
say it.
Literally.
Say it. I'll put.
He said, I
I'll
have the
upload this
I'm
son of a
ready.
bitch
It's
right
here.
now.
I
I'm
have
ready
it.
for you. I
Like,
think you always gotta have like as a rapper have those like bars in the back, like just in case.
my issue is I'm an asshole with it. Like, don't trigger me. Like,
Bro,
it's
trust
not even that it's not even that it's about them at that point. It's about me. Like, I'm out of my skin.
bro. I feel it. I have my. I definitely am. I always tell people like, yeah, you're an asshole, but I'm good at it.
Oh
Like,
man, yeah.
I'm good at
A lot
it.
of
Some
practice,
days-
baby.
some
I've had a
days.
lot of practice.
We'll be coming to or from work, and this man will have something going on, and the whole time we're talking, and so I'm like, I feel like this motherfucker's mad at me. I know he ain't mad at me because I ain't do nothing wrong, but man, he's angrier than fuck today.
Mhm.
It's going in. Sometimes you gotta. It's good to have people that you can like let shit off your chest too.
Mhm.
You gotta, whenever you feeling fucked up, you gotta feel that shit.
Yeah, you gotta feel it.
You know, you don't always have to put it out for the world to hear because you can work through it yourself.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
he
I
hears
learned.
me,
I
bitch,
learned to
too.
just stop posting shit. Like not everything. I'm here to post about music, and you will hear about the personal ups and downs and shit through the music.
Right.
I don't need to be posting that shit for everybody to see, for everybody to be in my business, for everybody to shift what they want to.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, no. You always. I feel like people don't cherish their privacy enough sometimes.
Mhm.
Sometimes because like say you blew up tomorrow, it's really gonna be hard to hold on to the privacy.
No doubt.
Shout out to Pops because he said he loves watching us, and I love the fact that he loves watching the show. But yeah, I'm sorry I didn't mean to go off the flow like that. I just happened to see
You
the
good.
comment.
I was just sitting here. I was like, damn, I would definitely be that celebrity with like a 20-foot wall around my
Yeah,
shit.
No
I would-
doubt.
that's why
Drone.
it is
He said, I
possible.
got
I mean, there's
crocodiles
people,
in my moat.
there's
Nah,
people
just move
that
out to the
like
country
when Bino he had his
and
baby.
make like Trump. and build a
Nobody
wall.
knew. Nobody has to know your business if you don't want them to know your
He
business.
said, make like Trump.
Build it up.
People forget about that part of fame. though.
Build that wall.
They'll be waiting for you to
They're gonna
take
be like, hey,
a
What you-
picture. They'll be waiting for you outside your door.
So
Yeah,
you gotta
you
go
just-
hit the button and talk into the.
Yeah, huh?
People
In their
just gonna want
calm.
I
access
don't
to
want
you
white
at all
picket
times.
fences. I
Have
want
a
barbed wire.
10
Stay the
foot
fuck
tall guy
away.
waiting at the door.
said, I have a guard giraffe. He just sits
Oh,
by
yeah.
the door. Don't come around.
Oh, yeah.
I did think about getting a like
A
an
dog
emu.
that would eat you.
Oh, no, bro. See, I'd get
That's where you
hippos.
go like Scarface and you
Nah,
just
don't
get
do
a
Scarface.
lion.
A lion,
you know what
yo.
I'm saying? Like, I'm ready. You try to come take pictures of my
Yeah,
shit.
it's either
Oh,
rhino or
motherfucker.
hippo.
It's gonna be some
it flipped the conversation.
I'm getting an elephant.
Oh, a rhino.
I'm gonna train it to swing its
You know what I
trunk
mean? Like,
at
bruh.
picture. At
Get
But I
camera.
wouldn't-
trampled.
but the rhino wouldn't just kick it. The rhino would be set back in case I have to go at somebody. The
Nah.
hippos are, bro, they're hands down one of the most dangerous land animals in existence.
My
Like,
man already planned it. He's
Motherfucker,
like,
oh,
I got
yeah.
you.
I did
got
think
you.
about having like a moat with gators in it.
see,
Oh,
and
man.
if-
And
a
if you
shark.
get if you
With
get
frickin'
crocs,
lasers
if you
attached to
get
their
crocs,
frickin'
laser
head.
beams attached to their
Laser.
heads.
if you get crocs, they'll cohabitate with hippos because they know hippos will
Yeah.
fuck them up. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
just have a moat with hippos and crocs, and the hippos can get out the water and fuck you up still.
Let's
Mm.
go.
Imagine a hippo, like I think they run like 30 or 40 mile an hour.
I was
Bro,
just
Like,
about
you
to
are-
say, scary fact,
Imagine
they
that
can-
You're
son of
fucked.
a bitch coming at you.
You're
you got
fucked.
2 tons
Like-
of pissed off running at you
Oh,
doing.
man.
Oh, man.
And they'll bite now.
I don't
They
want none of
care.
that.
I would literally rather fight a lion with a fist.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
maybe.
He said probably.
Well, I don't know, man. I'd have to think about that one.
Maybe.
He said I can kind of run.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Parts of, I mean, maybe I can befriend the hippo or the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully,
I
right?
got pellets.
see,
To my
Hungry.
Nat Geo
I got pellets.
fucked up my whole.
Are you
childhood,
hungry?
Nat Geo.
Right?
what they
Like, I
tell you.
literally grew up watching like documentaries and nature specials and like Abbott and Costello and shit like that.
Yeah.
Three Stooges.
And so
He said three dude.
Love them.
I got a weird appreciation for nature,
Yeah.
but I also got a weird appreciation for history. So like anytime I'm having a bad day, it's like it could be this.
Yeah.
You know what I
Could
mean?
be worse,
And like
man.
that's just
Oh, yeah.
logical to me.
Yeah.
Like, don't complain about there ain't no chicken at the store. This motherfucker's hunting a lion with a spear. Like,
Yo, yeah,
Bro,
naked.
I
could be
always
worse.
say,
Naked and
could
afraid.
you imagine
Oh, fuck,
if
I would-
we
I would-
took
I would love to
people
learn how
from
to
like
survive
out
on
there
that.
in the savannah
man.
and shit, and gave them fucking like taught them actual like military tactics and gave them weapons. Like these motherfuckers will send out 14-year-old kids with a spear and be like, "You are not a man, and you don't come back to the village until you bring a lion back dead."
right.
Bang.
Like, boy, give them an AK and tell them how to
So,
shoot.
You know what?
Well, find the fuck out.
No.
They're taking over. Africa is now the strongest force there is.
I wanna
We're
know.
not winning.
No, it already is.
They
It
say,
already
you
is.
wanna
It's on
be
par with
king?
Asia.
You want to be king? You better go kill this lion
No
with
doubt.
this spear, motherfucker.
Nah,
Yeah,
see,
like you're not a man
cool
in their
never
village
thought-
I
until
thought
you
about
kill a lion.
building a time
Fuck
machine
that.
and just going in awkward points
Be
of
a
history
kid
and fucking
forever.
with shit.
That would be. Could you
Like-
imagine just saying like the dumbest little thing and just like,
You come back and
Like-
it changes the whole world.
yeah,
Oh man.
Introduce
like Hot Tub Time
cocaine to like
Machine.
Renaissance Europe.
They're
Give
like,
AKs
we
to
already
the
got
South.
it.
just like roll back,
And just
roll
come
back
back
to
like,
Abe Lincoln
huh.
and be like, "Bruh,
no.
you might want to call it an early night."
He'll probably brush you off.
Give an Apple Watch to
Still
like
get
the
clout.
Aztecs.
They'd probably stone you to death. They're like,
Oh,
get the fuck
man.
out of here with your
Right.
the fuck is this?
Witchcraft.
They'll smell it
Oh,
like there's
bruh.
white man technology. They'll know. They'll know.
Yeah.
There's Aztecs
Warlock.
will know.
Like what would Leonardo da Vinci be like off Percocets?
Oh man. Fucked up. That's what he would
Oh
be.
shit!
Fucked up.
Some crazier artwork.
Oh
Fucking
man.
machine guns.
The abstract artwork.
He be cutting both ears off.
No, that's Van Gogh.
Oh, wrong guy. Yeah, okay. I was kind of right.
I mean, you're still on the artist part. So
I was in.
It's good.
I'm sorry.
Nah, honestly, most of my
He's
history
learning, he's
business would
learning.
just be giving random people drugs.
Oh
You
man.
say, hey,
yeah.
trip
I know
balls.
it's bad.
And then you disappear.
I know it's bad.
You
Mm.
don't even stay to see what happened. You just read about it later in the history books.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you get back to your time, you just like,
go,
give me the history book real quick.
Let me
Yeah.
see Google. They're like, what's Google?
Hey yo, I'll catch you. I'll catch you in a couple hundred years, dog.
You mean the
God damn it,
Flugelnoggin?
I fucking,
The
Yeah.
Flugelnoggin, yeah.
I fucking fucked it up.
Nah, bro. Look, like
You mean the wolf?
the best part would be you would be the only one that would know too.
Oh
Everybody else
yeah.
would be like,
Everybody else
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
know.
of course that happened. What are you talking about? It wasn't like that back in my day.
You'd be like, hey, if
You
only
could,
you,
you could
knew.
really be the weirdo on the corner.
If only you knew what it really was like. And
You'd
they're
be in
like,
a padded
this
room.
nigga, man.
Yeah.
He's a witch.
Yeah, put this
Lock 'em up.
motherfucker in a white room.
They'll still, because you changed everything from the history, they'll still be burning people with the stake.
Oh, man.
Don't tell people anything. Just know. It's better to just know.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just tuning in with us, we're chopping it up with Wvlf Jones, West Virginia's Kendrick
Very,
Lamar. It's like, nah. I know you was like, don't do that. But no,
Mm.
West V got some heat, man, and his name's Wvlf Jones.
He was about to give you the Millville eyes.
Hey, man,
Ooh.
at least I know you're focused if you give me the Millville eye.
Oh man,
Nah,
no doubt.
I was thinking about
He does music. He does merch. Not merch. He has a clothing line.
Yeah.
And I do have a question, another music question, because we was cutting up. But what are your intentions with your music, like with your words?
you said what are my intentions?
What are your
for music?
intentions to the people? Because I know you said you agree that there's responsibility to the people.
And that
So
kind of flows into my question. I'll ask after.
what are your intentions with your music?
Connection.
Yeah.
You know, I go by this principle of if I'm 1,000,001, there's still thousands of people like me.
Can you get closer to the mic?
I go off this rule of if I'm 1,000,001, then there's still thousands of people like me.
Mm.
So I just try to reach out to them.
Yep.
And you're gonna get residual, etc. Like there's gonna be people that kind of half fuck with it, people that kind of they don't, or
Mm.
they like it because that's what they're into at the moment. But there's that core group of people that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
So I try to focus on being my best self, to be my best artist, to be
Yeah.
my best person, etc. And just let that roll over. Most of my core fans I ain't even meet on a music tip,
Yeah.
but they also don't listen just because who I am.
Right.
Which that's even better because it's nice to have those people, but it's even
Yeah,
better
to
when
have
like,
that core, like people who really fucking relate and connect with it.
Yeah.
right, like I was there.
It
or,
makes
like,
your shows fun. It makes the connection deeper.
yeah,
I didn't learn about how like close of a connection that I have with some fans until I took that unplugging, and people started hitting me up. Then you were
Yeah.
one of the people that actually hit me up as well, and just making sure everything's cool. Like, hey man, how are
Hey,
you? You
what
good?
happened?
And it was like, you saw that the monthly listeners started trickling down, but you still have that core of like people that still your
Yeah.
music hits for them. And like, man, that's one of the best feelings about being a creative is like once you see that connection, like, oh man, this is my intentions are being like, they're out there, put them out there and people are seeing them and meeting them. That's the exciting part about being an artist or creative,
And,
whether it's closer or music.
And now that like I definitely heard what your intentions are of it all and everything, but how do you feel now that you like have a platform to like actually talk to people about shit?
This is the freest that I've felt. I feel like everything is just natural and ubiquitous.
Word of the day.
Word of the day.
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous.
Yeah, ubiquitous.
But I feel like this is the most myself I've been. Like, I stopped cutting my hair for real. I stopped giving a shit about outside opinions. I
Mhm.
stopped like letting little shit bother me. If it can't be solved in a day, there's no need for me to hold on to it for the next one.
Yeah.
And if it is more complex, to make sure I'm taking the proper time to give the attention, because everything that you do is based off of what you put into it. If you take a bad situation and gas it up, you're gonna get an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But if you let the pressure off slowly, then you can cook up with it, you can do all kinds of shit. Just don't let pressure keep building up, because that just causes you to have more and more residual baggage, more shit you holding on to that's weighing you down, slowing you down. It might be shifting your focus, like just literally. And everybody has a platform like that, but you got to tap into it.
Hey,
Tell me. Going back into like having a platform. I really like the connection of it all.
Yeah.
it's the best feeling, especially at shows. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I love performing. Is like that's where that connection's like really there.
Yeah.
Eye contact with everybody. You can see who's really fucking with the songs. You can see who's really into it. You can see new people like that have no idea who you are getting wrapped up in that energy, and it's like that connection, man. Just
Yeah.
through words and shit that you were feeling and something you put together, and somebody was like, "Yo, like I fuck with this. Like you don't hear that a lot anymore. I mean, I'm not saying that it doesn't exist because it does. You got to look for it, but it's like when people find stuff like that, it's like that's where you get that connection. They hold on to that shit. It's not easy to find music like that or artists like that. So you're, as Tupac said, you are appreciated.
Yeah.
Um, and for the people that are new up in here, what's where can they find you again? I know we got the link tree in the comments,
Got
but I know there's some new heads.
Spotify, Apple, iTunes. Um, I may be returning to SoundCloud just for like random shit, probably freestyles and whatnot,
Mm.
throwaways.
We gotta get you
I
on a
said
bum
title.
session one time.
Right?
I'm trying to bring the hip hop bum sessions back. I have to bring you in. I have to break that down for you. Have two bums instead of one. Not saying you're a bum. It's just the concept.
Yeah.
We're all bums.
We're
Oh
bums.
shit, Audio Mac as well.
Yeah.
DistroKid does pretty decent.
Yes. And if you have
Distribution.
any questions for Wolf in the last little remaining time that we have, let us know in the comments. Show him some love
Yeah, we're trying to see what
and
you
ask him
guys.
some questions.
Yeah, what you guys want to hear from him.
Ask me anything. I got
You know, I just
stories,
like-
I got etc.
What's your favorite kind of venue? Like, what do you like to perform in? You like hole in the walls? You like bigger venues? Do you like?
I prefer the hole in the walls.
Yeah.
I don't really like. I haven't been on a large stage yet.
Yeah.
I will say that, but I feel like I like the intimacy better. I'm really sensitive to how people are acting around me.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I was at like South by Southwest, I'd probably be thrown off a little bit, or
Yeah.
maybe a little pissed off because it's like,
We
what's
gonna
going
get
on
him
over
on.
there?
Man, I'd be so hyped to be in the South by Southwest situation. I
It'd be
love
fire.
hole in the walls. Those are my favorite because they're intimate shows.
Yeah,
But to be in something on like a big stage like that, I think would just like amp up the energy. So like, you want to talk
True.
about my face looking crazy and do that? Like, I would be on a whole other level of
We're
just
gonna
like
get
hype.
him.
oh no, for sure. But
We'll
like,
get him on the festival.
Yeah,
I would probably be going harder at it just because
We will
I
get you on
low-key
some big
don't
stages.
want to be there. Like,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You take that energy, because like it's usually for me is like before I go on, only a couple people will really know. Like I'm nervous as shit.
Yeah.
And you take that fucking butterfly feeling in your stomach and you use that shit. So like, and that's where you kind of unlock that. Like I don't care, man. It's like I'm in it.
Yeah.
I'm
Make
like,
or break.
you kind of, your eyes are like not even really focused on anything. You're looking at everybody. You're looking in the, oh shit, I'm killing it. I'm gonna kill this, get this verse out, or get my breath down, or squeeze that verse out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like you get lost in the sauce, man, in a good
Yeah.
way, not in a bad way. So that's why I love. That's why I love to perform. Speedy, you're never super late, so you know that was just a comment. You're still in here, right on time, bro. And if you have a question for Wolf, make sure you ask him, because he does clothing. He has a clothing line as well as music. He's not just he's a multifaceted artist, and he's good at all of it. So if you have some questions for him, if you're somebody who's trying to get moving or trying to learn some things as well, make sure you ask him. Don't waste the opportunity to ask him some questions, and also don't forget to follow him so you can hit him up even on there.
Yeah, don't blow his inbox up tomorrow whenever you just remembered that
Because
you
it's
wanted to ask
250.
him.
It's 250. It's like,
Yeah, 250.
It's 250. But if you ain't doing it now, get the keys now.
Mhm.
It's when it's an
For real,
ebook,
for
you're
real,
paying
yeah.
full price.
He said we're gonna drop the Cash App.
Just follow him at Wolf Jones and show support to an artist that's up and coming and really cares about his work. So what's up, Barclay? You got any questions, Barclay? What you over there thinking, man? I always wonder what you're thinking sometimes when we're doing these.
I'm thinking co-host right here.
Co-host, where right
You
here.
wanna go pick him up every week?
I mean, might have to.
Teleport.
Yeah, might have to.
shit, I'm with it.
I dig it. I dig
that.
what he's talking about.
Hell yeah, bro. I mean, like that's what the best part about chopping it up with Wolf is, like you get a good full conversation.
Oh,
You
yeah.
learn something. You're always learning
yeah.
something. He's always dropping. He don't even be realizing sometimes the shit he
Oh,
be
yeah.
dropping. He's just he's being himself.
My man's smart. That's
Yeah.
what I said. You listen to him, man. He keeps
Even
doing
if
what he's doing.
Even if you can't make it
No
up every
problem.
week, when you can make it up,
Oh,
you're always
yeah, no
welcome. There's
doubt.
always a chair open for
No doubt.
whether we're interviewing somebody,
Oh,
open up
thanks.
Pokemon cards or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hyped.
Come up and get it
Next
in.
week.
next week.
Next week we're doing a Pokemon card opening.
Yeah, and I actually got someone that's going to guest in it, but he's gonna webcam it.
Okay. We got our first webcam guest. We haven't had a webcam guest yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say you came up on boom bap, but do you have a boom bap or trap preference? Like, what do you prefer if you're looking for beats?
Oh, there you
It kind
go.
of depends.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
The beats that I mostly
It's
listen
feature
to,
praise. Okay.
like aside from the type artist, whatever, they typically turn out to be like trap, boom bap, lo-fi.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll try to like blend the genres together and find like a jazz trap or like a lo-fi bedroom pop or like just
So
whatever.
you can freak into some like different
Some of
genre
his
bending.
beats, you'd be going crazy on some of them beats.
I've
he
been
was
learning.
making.
Yeah, I'm learning. I have a collection of things I want to structure out before I continue to try to make more stuff. But I'm learning. Thank you.
I'm trying.
I have to show you some joints. I don't think I brought that laptop with me today, but I will show you some joints. I think. Well, I showed you a couple when we was down at Culture. He was rapping over them.
Mhm.
I just didn't even have them structured out. I was just structuring them on the spot. You know, just fucking
Oh
freestyling.
shit.
Yeah, like none of those were structured out at the time. I was just freaking them like while you're rapping, like, oh, drop the beat here, bring the hook in here, like.
Alright.
So
Now
we'll definitely
we're gonna have to leak together because
Yeah.
like I know how to arrange, I know how to place, I don't know how to sample and mix.
Yeah.
That's my issue.
That's what I've been learning.
So like I'll like flip loops weird ways, but as for grabbing a unique sample,
Yeah,
it's an easy ass skill too. I just have to put the
just
time
like
into
have
it.
to sit down and like put the forth the effort to
Right.
like solidify it in your
Like I
mind.
know the whole producer crowd is just sitting here like
Oh my god, bro, that's all you gotta do is click right. Come on, bro.
Said it's 4 steps.
Oh, it's a
beat maker?
it's a craft though. Like it's something to learn. Now there was a question in the crowd. They said, and if you're not, it depends on if you're comfortable answering it on an interview. But it's what is your feature price?
So right now is at 150 if it's a hook.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, it's all negotiable as far as
Yeah.
talking and seeing with it.
it depends on the
But you say
circumstances.
100 for a verse, 50 for a hook. That's what your base rate is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just to
better.
cover like cost of recording as well as profit. Again,
Yeah.
I focus on business side as well as
Of course.
So it's like, all right, well, they need paid first. So even if I get paid this amount, they still got to get paid out of that.
Yeah.
If I'm only getting like 40 and it costs 60 to record, I just lost 20.
Yeah.
Right.
So just keeping shit like that in mind.
Now, do you go when you collaborate with somebody? Do you guys talk about streams, or do you just like be like, it's your song, you stream it, just pay me for the?
So how I would prefer to do it is to give artists payment requested, whether it does or does not exist. I want to make sure that they're credited on the song, so that way they get a portion of the streaming revenue.
Of course.
And I want to make sure that, like, if you put me on something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna promote the shit the same way as if it's mine.
Exactly.
So that's another expectation. Like,
Yeah.
they got to be willing to actually
As
put
you
in.
should.
It's exactly what this man said to me whenever I first started looking into getting the DistroKid label thing.
Yeah.
And he was just telling me about like this is how it should be and blah,
Yeah,
blah. And it was
busting down
literally exactly what you were
The
just
back
saying.
end shit is important, man,
Mhm.
and
Just
that's how
because,
you
like-
make sure you're taking care of yourself, but you're also taking care of the person you're putting on the track. Nobody feels like they're not getting anything out of the deal. Sometimes people need to learn a little bit more about that because sometimes
Right.
people want to take it the wrong way when you're talking about that shit.
Well, see, there's a lot of folks that like they just want the money. They don't care about the streams. It's
Yeah.
like streams are shit. They
Yeah,
ain't gonna pay you shit unless you blow the.
but
fuck
that's
up.
where it comes in. It gives you the
But-
incentive to push it.
At the same note, it's that insurance that if some off the wall shit happens and it suddenly has like 100 million plays,
Viral moments happen every
you
day.
got the fucking revenue.
If your song happens to become a viral moment and you're not fucking being credited or you're not featured on that stream, then you just missed out on income that you didn't even have to show
Literally.
up for. You could literally, people just listening to it or
You
doing
just
dances
made
to it. So it's like everybody should be on top of their business at all fucking times.
No
man.
doubt.
You shouldn't feel uncomfortable talking your business
No.
with whoever you're working with.
And so,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
something else to keep in mind, like, something that I've been trying to keep in mind is, like, sync licensing, Do you want to fucking
I was
go
just
through
talking
that
to them about it.
process? Do you want to be open to it,
Yeah.
or do you want to stay out of it? Because like, there's a way that you got to do things. There's a way that you got to release things.
I was also watching like
But
podcast where they're talking about like syncing or getting placements, and using your LinkedIn to your advantage in that situation.
yeah,
And trying to get in contact with these people that help with placements.
I know somebody, Gallo Loch Ness. I met him through the Grind Mode Cipher whenever they came to West Virginia, and
You have to tell us about
he
that.
is he's a legend.
Yeah.
He's a legend. Like, as a person, as an artist, as a business person, it's insane. Every single time I see Gallo pop up on my feed, it is another win,
Keys.
and I love that shit.
Yeah. So the Grind Mode Cipher you brought up, what was that about? And like you said, we do got stories and stuff. What was that Grind Mode like? How was that experience? How'd that come about?
So it was Sarcastic, Art Jacob,
Shout out to
and
Sarcastic.
In the Cut from Duck City Music down in Charleston. That put me on. They said, "Yo, you need to get on this cipher. They're coming here. You really need to be part of this."
Yeah.
And so I listened to the feedback. I listened to the advice. I reached out to Lingo and AOK. They're part of the people. They're the folks that run Ground Mode. As it turns out, they were coming to Charleston, West Virginia.
Nice.
Which that was significant because it's like, when the fuck does any of that shit ever fucking
Occur in this area,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let alone something historic like that?
Yeah.
You know, and these are folks that, like, they're not part of the culture, they are the culture. Hashtag GME. You know what I mean? Like, they're all legends. I've seen so many multifaceted, high strength, high versatility, high focus artists come out of the Grind Mode network, and I'm glad to even be like a audience kind of situation, because I only did the one cipher.
Yeah.
I ain't got no transportation. That's something I'm trying to change too.
Right.
But just like sitting back and watching, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to grow from. There's a lot to be influenced by. There's a lot to really take in as advice, or just seeing how things work. And the whole network has been built brick by hand.
Yeah.
It's
a real
insane.
network of, like, you
It's
know,
insane.
something that can't be broken. Solid fucking network, and watering that is at all times. I did see you pulled up a question
Yeah.
from the crowd. Since you have a clothing brand, are you into shoes? What is your favorite shoe brand and silhouettes? It is behind you if you need to look at it. Shout out to Speeny.
So let's see. Part of this coming release, I'll have shoes available. There'll be like a Converse silhouette. My favorite shoes personally, in terms of like aesthetics, the brand behind them, Chuck 70s, Retro Ones, Air Force Ones, Timberlands. I really have been getting into like work boots. I think that's going to be my next big thing, where
Mexican got on
like
Yeah.
Red Wings, white boots, like
Yeah.
shit like that.
Okay.
I really love that silhouette. I love the history.
work.
What's that? I will wear on the work.
I mostly wear
Mhm.
boots for real. I'm only wearing shoes because it's hot outside. But like
You said I have
8 months of
military
the year, I'm
boots.
wearing Tim's, Docs, something.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I used to wear fucking army boots.
So what is that's your favorite brand? Is like your shoe brand is favorite with Converse?
I say my favorite shoe brand right now, I say Vans.
I love Vans, man.
It's just, I mean, shit,
I wanted a pair of the Tribe Called
I
Quest
swapped-
Vans.
I swapped them out. I was wearing my skate highs. Now I
Yeah.
got my fucking ones on. But
Did you see the Tribe Called Quest brand like launch that they had? That was like a year or two ago.
I didn't.
They did that in a Van Gogh one. Oh my gosh, they're tough. Like they're definitely outfit Vans, but like
Yeah.
whew.
Tribe
The
Called
Tribe Called
Quest.
Quest ones you could wear on a day to day, but the Van Gogh ones that's outfit shit. Like, that's like I'm going to a show. I'm about to.
Nah,
Y'all don't
I
even
wanna-
know the culture on my feet.
Nah, I want to start a clothing brand with a shoe brand.
Yeah.
I want to start a multimedia company. graphic design house. Just got to build the networks for them.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely doing that. And just watering what you have now and continuing to grow as you are. I mean, being who you are, you're going to attract what the people you're supposed to bring to you.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that. What you put out, like we talk about, what you put out comes back to you. And you put out a lot of good energy.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I see a lot of that shit coming back to you.
A
So long
lot
as
of
you
good
keep
coming
on it.
your way.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate that.
saying? You're very talented in everything you do, man. I'm sorry. I thought somebody else was going to say something. And I don't know, man. You got any more questions?
Dramatic pause.
You know, how to give everybody, how to make everybody feel like, oh shit, what just happened? Did the mics go out? No.
All right, that's it, guys. Good night.
The blunt started to hit. The blunt's hitting everybody.
Yeah, all at once.
So he's starting to count down in the bullshit with Jesse and Mulu way. No, man. But yeah, this is Wvlf Jones, man. Make sure, first of all, I want to say thanks for coming out. We appreciate your words.
To be here. I've been trying to come up.
Yeah, man. Finally got you up here. We got some words of wisdom from you, and something I did want to ask is there anything that I think I might have asked it? Is there anything that you want to say to your fans, to the people watching? Like, is there any advice you want to give to them?
Shit, first and foremost, thanks for coming out.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome anytime.
You know, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for giving me the time.
Of course, man.
Oh man, I'm happy you're here.
In terms of advice, I don't know. Something that I typically think on is whenever there's situations that are adverse or whenever you really feel like you're being gridlocked by some shit, then just sit, take a breather, think it over. I know it sounds cliche as shit. I promise it works.
Cliche stuff works. That's why it's cliche.
But like, if you can't solve it in the moment and you can't solve it in the day, then why carry it through the next one?
Yeah.
Like if it takes more energy to fix than it does to just release, then choose release because it's only you gonna be the only one fucked up about the shit.
It's kind of like how they say it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Right. That and like try to get some fucking nature in your day.
Hell yeah.
Like I don't care if you're in the parking lot, go stand by the tree or some shit. Like
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Look up at the sky. Remember the shit's there.
Like yeah, man.
There's definitely days
No
that
doubt.
me and him, it'll like rotate. Some days he'll just like get up and have to go stand outside in the back for a little
Gotta
bit.
get some of the trees and the sun and like
Literally.
feet. She's always like, yo, go put your feet in the grounding and shit like that.
And if y'all like to go shooting, go fucking shooting. Because when you pissed off, nothing smells better than spent brass. And
I'm gonna have to come through with you. I'm gonna have to come and shoot with you.
Yeah, I wanna bring my AR.
That's a good catharsis too.
You gotta,
you
you have
should
a
be able to
place.
protect yourself.
correctly and healthily. I mean, fuck, niggas are crazy.
Gotta
too.
be able to protect yourself, man. It's
Yeah.
not even about being strapped just to be like tough. It's just about being
Literally.
ready. You know.
You
Well,
go
see-
to a gun range, or do you like have a nice little area you go pop off at?
Nice little area.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring my AR out. I mean, I go to a gun range too, but
Yeah,
Nah,
nah.
have to come and
We're
shoot with you.
gonna talk about ARs
yeah, I want to bring my.
because I'm excited for this build, and I got to get my shotgun fixed. It's like 100 years old.
Yeah.
It still works like a charm. It's just the fire and pin spring as well as the extractor or ejector.
Gun
They're just being
tow.
finicky.
He gonna make his gun tow.
But I don't know. I like collecting stuff. Like it's gotta have like history or use.
Yeah.
If it doesn't fit one or the other, why do I have that?
Say
shit?
get rid of it.
So
Yes. So it takes more, muscles to frown than it does to smile. That's
Yeah.
what we want to leave the people with, right?
and
No
hashtag 2A.
At 2A. What's that?
Second Amendment.
Oh, fuck. Okay. My bad. I was
Yeah.
like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
We need
Yeah.
that.
Hashtag
2A,
2A. Protect
baby.
yourself. Protect your neck.
2A,
Wu-Tang
baby.
said it best. Protect your neck, man. It's not about, going and doing crazy shit. It's just about being responsible, making sure you can take care of your family and
Literally.
yourself. If people doing crazy shit anymore in the world, it's obviously thoughts and prayers is beyond it at that point. At this point, it's just like, what do you do? I'm not going to get deep into that.
Yeah.
But just make sure that you're protecting yourself and your loved ones and you're showing everybody around you mad love. Don't take any time for granted because you just never know. And on that note, Thanks for watching.
It's Paducah and Buck.
It's Paducah and Bupkis. It's the Paducah and Bupkis hours over here. But no, thanks for coming out, Wolf. Make sure that you follow him at Wvlf Jones, because he has a lot of merch. He has great music coming. If you caught any of the exclusives that he played today, thank you for sharing those with us.
Yeah,
Thank
wonderful.
y'all.
Wonderful.
Fucking excited to see what you do, man.
You know how many people are
Yeah.
gonna come back to this stream and watch it over just so they can listen to them 2 songs before they
Yeah.
go out?
Me.
We'll have to clip them for you.
Barclay said,
Me.
Fucking, and also don't forget to come and see this man perform live at Revolutions
Friday.
Bar and Grill in Uniontown in the Oliver Square Plaza. We all know where it's at if you're from town. Make sure that you come up and you catch this man's performance, because it's great energy, and he's also always dropping gems.
Lily's just saying that because he's on the card too.
Yeah, that's what I don't even mention.
And we
We don't
will
even tell you it.
fucking
I just
be
come to
there.
and kick you in the face. Yeah.
And
We will
and
be there.
and Beyonce had the #1 music video.
Oh,
Oh
man.
shit!
Nah, but for real, Mood Season Bunch of Bull China Shop collection coming soon.
Yes,
Very excited.
Be
for
there,
that.
be square.
man.
That's all I got.
Just follow this man and make sure that you're also paying attention to our feed as well. For the link tree for him, for anything that's Wvlf Jones related, we'll be posting that. And make sure you're watching, man, because there's fucking shit ton of creativity
Keep
coming
the
out of this
cameras
spot.
on me because I'm
Yeah.
moving fast.
Yeah, on that note, hit him with the outro.